Hello, everyone. We are live with the final top 16 game for season 14 of the TTS League. We have Razalas from the West bracket. He's playing a Wakanda list. He's bringing Thanos, Rhino, Beta Ray Bill, and Baron Zemo and Black Cat to help him out with Wakanda. Looks like he's playing a scoring mission, and there's nothing too crazy with his cards. Everything is pretty good. He's playing against Evil Steve from the UK, the last remaining UK player in the bracket, and he is running a Hellfire list. He's bringing everything as a splash here. Wolverine is a pretty cool pick. I haven't seen him in many Hellfire lists, and other than that, I think that every other card, all of his cards are good. Looks like he's also trying to score. This is going to be a scenario battle off, and I'm going to let them know we are live. Joining me on commentary is Patrick, aka PHP Chrono. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing? Obviously, you're doing great. You've been streaming all day. We all appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm doing this is a lot of fun. This is I like doing this. I like streaming games, and even more so, I like streaming games where both players feel like there is something to win. Like there are quote unquote stakes on the match. In this case, the loser is eliminated from the tournament. So that's a
Indeed.
little. I just like that. I like the little bit of edge on the game here. Yes, you're just joining. I'm surprised, Cathal, you're in the chat here. Are you going to be watching the Euro Cup while this game is on? Because it's happening. Actually, it's probably started or is about to start. Let's see here. Turn on the
What
timers
is
here.
what is this thing you speak of? Euro Cup.
Yeah, it's surprisingly people have other activities other than just tabletop gaming. But yeah. So it's of course the soccer match that's taking place. It's the finals between UK and
Oh boy.
Spain. So I'm interested in checking that out. Oh, you're more of a rugby guy. I'm gonna check that out after this game's over. See where we're at and hopefully get to watch if there's any sort of Steve picks extracts. All right. So who won priority here? We have Steve one priority, picked extracts. We get
Yep.
spiders and extremist.
Okay.
It's impossible to watch both at once. I don't know, dude. I could do that. I could stream it and have it on a side computer. All right. Okay. Um. All right. Maybe I could like in the future. If you got a big sports game, maybe in the future I could add another screen here, and just like
Try to
have it.
picture in picture in
Yeah,
picture.
picture in picture situation. Then anyone who's watching your yeah, there we go. All right. So so back to the mission here. So Steve won priority. He gets a F-shape extract with a D-shape secure. What that tells me is that Hellfire is in a pretty good spot here. They can grab the
Yeah.
central spider and then basically defend their position while also threatening a steal with a early Rhino robbery because they're Hellfire. They get extra to the power early on typically, and so um, I think that the Wakanda side is needs to. I feel like they're already behind a little bit here. Wakanda loves winning priority because they can go 4-1 on extracts under certain character counts, or they can go 3-1 with a little bit of jank. But either way, priority is very good for Wakanda, and they don't have it here. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, in my experience, when I played Hellfire, Wakanda obviously bursts ahead, but you can slowly catch up. But like you said, since they don't have priority, probably not quite as bad. Doo, doo, doo.
Yeah, I've played this matchup before the as the Hellfire side, and like I think like there's basically a theory of like the Wakanda get that sprint like that boost of energy immediately, the power boost on Spirit of Wakanda, but Hellfire like they get that, but over the course of like rounds two and
Three
rounds three,
turns,
like
yeah.
yeah, like over like it's like a slow build, but so yeah, I like Hellfire in this matchup. Anyway, Schmid is mentioning that he was being sarcastic. Well, guess what, Schmid? Joke's on you. I have zero sarcasm detection, or it's very bad. It's very bad sarcasm detection. Okay.
I just assume every time I read anything he says, he's always being sarcastic. And the times I've played him, that's just how he is at all times, I think. So I only have one mode for him,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I appreciate, by the way. So
Okay, so yeah, they're picking their squad, so this is gonna have to be 17. I think so I don't really know how I would build Wakanda here. I mean, like, so, but I'm going to talk about Hellfire real quick. Emma is 4 points. You're looking at building 17 or 13 more. You have Rhino and Bill. That gets you the Bill gets you
12.
the middle. Rhino gets you the steel, the threatening steel. So that's 12 points. You're left with 5 more points. So you bring a three and
Cat
a
Toad.
two. If you've got, yeah, I'd have to double check to see what twos blue has. Blue has Okoye and Toad. I think I would bring Okoye here for the ability to push attacks into her instead of into your characters that are like holding the pieces.
Right.
That's like my first thought, but Toad's a viable choice, and then you bring Black Cat. You could bring Black Cat as well, or Baron Zemo maybe. So like you're gonna see that. I think that's like the squad. It's just like they kind of build themselves.
Yeah.
The only other swap you might make is you might play Voodoo instead of Rhino, only because the Mystic attacks into Black Panther means that you've got nowhere to go with Panther to be able to be tough with your counting blanks on physical. So, Cattle thinks Toad and Black Cat are the picks there. Hey, Vodka Blitz, thanks for joining. Or what do you think? Have you played Wakanda before? What do you think, Patrick?
No, unfortunately, I have not ever played Wakanda. It's not really, the IP side of the game. Unfortunately, gets me. I've never really cared about them, and I know they're powerful, but I have played against them enough times.
So,
I got beaten pretty badly by Aaron Franklin a couple of times with them
right.
too, so I've seen them in action.
Yeah, so it's like Black Panther for sure. I think we see Rhino here. He's made Rhino is like one of the best characters on a D shape, and good with extract. So that's 8 points right there.
Hmm.
You could see Killmonger, and then you're left with Okoye. That's 4 4 4 2. You've now built 14 points. You need three more, but you already have Wakandan, so you could go Zemo. He's good at hunting Emma, or you could go with Black Cat. So it's like the same. It's basically like the same type of builds.
Yeah,
Killmonger would be I think important that 2 VP swing, and Hellfire typically is running
all
like
fours.
all fours. You can pick
Yeah.
whatever you want. Are we running? Let's
Yep.
see, Rhino, Toad. It's actually, you know what? I think we still see Killmonger here because Evil Steve doesn't have a single character above 4 threat. Like it's just like no
Right.
matter
So
what.
you're guaranteed. You pop potentially three different targets if you need to
Yeah,
hit one of them.
yeah. So I think that Sweepy's been playing Wakanda. He's saying Black Panther, Rhino. I don't know, dude. All right. Okay, hold on. Killmonger over Okoye. So Black Panther, Killmonger,
Hmm.
Black Cat. Hmm. Oh, Killmonger has the oyster over there. I feel
Because he
like
has
Wakanda
all
does.
the options. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Shane, that's right. I agree. I think we're on the same page here that Wakanda needs to they'll need to do something or they're going to lose the game. They need to take action. It's pretty interesting. Like I mean, of course, like obviously deployment and things like that can completely disrupt that. Like we're talking as if both players play highly optimal positioning. If one player could easily goof, and then the game is
Yeah.
both
Did
teams are very strong.
did
So yeah,
did Steve have eyes as well? Because then he could
I
potentially just hop over the truck with Bill, right? Pick up and then slide back. I mean, obviously, you hate doing that, but against Wakanda, it's probably not the most
yeah.
worst
So
idea.
that's actually interesting. So this is a play that Curtis has done on my stream a few times, and that's like if you play. Let's see. So first of all, does he have it? I'm sure he does. He
Yeah,
does.
he did. He
So
did. I saw it. Yep.
yeah. So this means that. So we've seen Curtis do this a few times where he plays Eyes on the Prize with Bill. He grabs an opposing cube or spider, and that also puts
Mm,
Bill on the flank secure. So you're not only are you're stealing one of theirs, but you're also putting them on a position that's scenario relevant on the secure wise, which means that they have to like put two characters on that secure just to win that one VP, which oftentimes might not happen. So there's also the option of putting a tougher character on the middle virus if you see Wakanda doesn't um, deploy in a way that will attack the middle with enough power. But I think that
Right.
Wakanda, like I would guess that Wakanda has the ability to threaten that middle spider. So I'm confident that Evil Steve will just play kind of by the book approach where you just grab the middle with Bill and you like put him in a position to be scenario relevant next turn but not in danger and just find that line. But
Right. And
yeah, so we'll see how this
this
goes.
is just as an aside. This is the last of the Sweet 16. Is that correct? I
Yes,
think I
that's
heard you
right.
say it earlier.
Yep.
Okay.
This we go into the top 8 next week, or like I mean they'll draw the round either tonight or tomorrow.
Right. Right.
And yeah, so very exciting to see. There's only one previous champion left in the event, and that is Sooner, who won season
Yep.
1. So we'll see. I'm interested to see like who all the who everyone gets paired against here, especially since I've streamed a lot of these players' games and I'm friends with some of them. So this is it's pretty cool. Friends against friends and etc. etc.
Yeah, because at this point, right, the where you're located starts to go out the window, right? Because they try to avoid it, but if I see correctly, it looks like one of these two will be the last of their own bracket. Oh no, I guess if Razalas wins, then him and Schmidt are the last of the West together, and that would eliminate European League
Yeah, so
altogether, unfortunately.
because there are 4 central bracket players, we know that they will still be paired against other brackets. So this
Mm,
means that yes, exactly. Shane's mentioning that. So the it means that the central players will not play each other this round, but
just yet.
if you get 3 central players or more that make it into the finals, into the semifinals, then all bets are off situation. You have like,
Right.
I think we saw that last season where I believe there were 3 Europeans that made it into the top 4, if I'm not mistaken, and that's why I think it was Liam and Collar had to play each other in the semifinals, or I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It might have been Pat and Collar played each other. I wish I remembered this perfectly, but I don't. Uh, I think Liam played Kyle, who won the end up winning, and then Collar played someone else. Dang it! I like remembering all the stats of these
All
past
the
events, but I can't. There's too many. All right, so we're seeing the game. I'll go through the rosters. We have Black Panther and Shuri and Storm with Black Cat and Rhino. So no Killmonger here. We're seeing Advanced Star and
interesting.
D, Robbery, Wakanda Forever, Spirit of Wakanda, Mission Objective versus all right, Emma, who is not peering yet. We got Black. We're dealing with lag. It looks
Yeah.
like Black
Yeah.
Cat, Rhino, Bill, Toad. Okay, so there we go. I think
Pretty much what we thought.
Catall
Yep.
called that exactly. Hellfire, Sacrifice, Mission Objective, Brace, and Robbery.
Yep.
All right, there we go. So we're seeing a Black Cat and Rhino battle off here. All right, this is a who's Rhino and Black Cat will be the best. I mean, like, it's funny because we're in a scenario match here,
Heavy.
of course, and
Yep.
of course both players. This is like the Bill and Dynamo of last year, right? Before CGR was released, it was just like every
Right.
match was Bill and Dynamo, and now it's Rhino and Black Cat. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you want to win the
Love them.
game. You want to win the game. You bring in the best stuff, and they're all right. They're pretty good at doing scenario plays. More rhino shells. That's right. Schmid, you're an expert on rhino shells, isn't that right? All right. His cards. Ooh, I think we're seeing a situation where Evil Steve's cards might have not fully transferred over or something. Man. Evil Steve repping the black color on his
Wow.
trays and all that. Just like
Yeah.
most players paint the bases of their characters in real life as black. I think that's the most popular color. and so we typically don't see that though on the board because people typically stick to the default red and blue. Are you Patrick? Do you change the color of your character boards?
Yes, I do. I change it to either yellow or teal typically, just partly because they stand out from. Plus, I hate red and blue anyway. They're just so generic.
Yeah, they
You know, yellow and teal are obviously way to be. And then I'll put Asgard into the tray because uh,
right,
they
right.
obviously are the best,
Well,
obviously,
I
and
mean,
then you go from there.
yeah. How do you? I know that you were playing Asgard. I did stream one of your games, an Asgard game in a previous season. And do you have any
Correct.
initial thoughts on the launch? Have you played them at all, or are you excited? What do you think about the new Asgard?
I have, yes, I have been playing quite a few actually. In fact, in our second chance, I tried to concede, but then the guy was paired, got the pair down into me, so then I had to play a real match and not get to play them. But my experience is I've really liked Jane. The charge having rerolls has made her feel much better, and also that reroll on the leadership has helped Heimdall as well because he's been quite good on stuff like when you're in more in the center, sword, what's the other one? Meteors. Being able to get a reroll whenever they walk into your area. And they seem to be almost kind of like a traps team as well in a weird way, right? You've got Loki who can ping off of the skulls. Thor's main attack builder does 1 damage potentially to 2 or 3 targets. And then Jane's Spender does 2 damage to all targets around the two. So you've got a lot. And Heimdall, obviously, right? You can throw
Yes.
them into Heimdall right as they're at 1 damage or something like that. And then he's like, hiya, barely get there, but he does, and then you're like, yay, this worked out great.
Yeah, interesting. So if someone wants to play in an affiliation that has lots of like traps and tricks to them, they probably could try these new Asgards out.
Oh, and we forgot about the big one. Big Thor has, and that's what I'm calling him now, Big Thor. He has the crackback off of 7 dice tricks and traps,
Yeah,
which
traps and trick.
yeah,
What
yeah.
is it called? What is it? No, it actually has a better name than that.
Oh, his is
it's
like
like,
I say thee nay, villain.
yeah,
But
yes,
I would
yes.
I would scream it, but I didn't want to scare anyone in your household because they could obviously hear me through your headphones. So
Yeah,
yeah, I think unfortunately that one has only maxed out at 2 damage for me, and most of the time maybe does 1. But it's still fun when you're rolling those 7. You're like,
I know.
here we go.
I know it's pretty wild. It is. They. I've played against them, and I can tell you that my opponents were having a blast. That's what I can tell you for sure.
Yes, that is. I will say they are fun. That is the difference between the old Asgard. Whereas I never felt like when Jane whiffs, it is what it is. You've had rerolls at least, so you can kind of let that go. But in the old Thor, I was just like, oh my god, dude, what has happened
Mm,
to me?
yeah, that's pretty cool. I
And then his
haven't.
size 2 strike was always kind of disappointing too, because you throw them away and then you'd be like, all right, now who's next? Oh, no one. Awesome.
Right, right, yeah. Okay, let's see here. All
So
right,
you were right, Bill Rhino on the right flank, so he maybe
Toad
be
in the middle.
thinking
Yeah,
to
he went with Toad for the
double.
middle grab. Yeah.
Mm,
So this is
maybe.
interesting though because Rhino. So I think there's a little bit of a window open for Razalas here because Rhino is certainly going to have 3 power, and he's going to be
Mm,
able to get a 7 dicer into Toad. You might even. Yeah, a 7 dicer into Toad.
put him on the car maybe, and you just hope to be able to run away immediately after
The problem
the
is the
one
car is going to go
attack.
away if Rhino stampedes through it. So
Oh, true. Yeah,
Uh,
true. Didn't think about that.
yeah, so there's maybe there might I think Rhino should have been put closer to the middle here, because he might get clipped. Like this size 3 building might disrupt where he'd want to be. Like if I was Toad, I would probably put my Toad in a spot where he can't just stampede Rhino off right away, like and hit my Toad without clipping the building and stopping that from happening. But yeah, so no Koi here because he wanted to do this strategy. Yeah, so I think we're gonna see Bill try to take the middle, which means that you kind of have to react. I would have liked to see Storm on this other side, but then you could grab with Black Cat. Like so, basically, there's Steve is like is putting insane extract pressure
Hmm.
on the Wakandan team, so the Wakandan team has to kind of fight through that as well. It looks like, so for deployment purposes, I'll just go through what's happening. Toad in the middle, who's now grabbing a piece. Emma and Black Hat on the top flank, with Rhino and Bill on the bottom flank. And then on Wakanda side, they're all just grouped together, where it's like Rhino against Rhino type of deployments, and then like Storm is against Black Cat, with everyone else in the middle, basically like completely in the middle. So, um, yeah, let's see what
Interesting
Razalas
too.
does here with the counter. How do you know your both your pieces are going to be taken from you? So I think you're in a situation where you maybe have to dive your Black Cat into one of their pieces or be prepared to. I can Black and I think Black Cat can get there, but it's gonna be tight. So
Uh, yeah, because that's a size 3 up there on the north side, right?
yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I think the play is you have to disrupt Bill from grabbing the piece. Oh,
Yep.
hold on, because you just don't want. Actually, you know what? He doesn't have eyes on the prize with Bill, so he can't do
No,
any of
that's
that Curtis jank. But
yeah. That's I noticed that as well.
so maybe him Bill diving here, like it means that Rhino can attack him, and then like Rhino can get
Steel.
attacks in and be on the points with like get on the secure and get attacks in, which is like best case scenario type of thing. So we're seeing Storm pick up the piece across from Black Cat and like on his own side, Razalas' own side, he picks up his own spider and he's moving onto the secure. And so now, if Steve wants to go or like try to get a 4-1 lead on this game, he would have to dive Bill here. Which let's see if he does that, or let's see if he's more conservative with his next grab.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh yeah, yeah. Rhino could just walk up and steal against Toad. If I don't think he has the range to double walk and get him, because you have to be range one to steal. Okay.
Yeah, you could attempt to attack him but miss, but that seems bad.
Ooh, Emma's grabbing the spider here. Very interesting. I think that on paper, I'm not a fan of Emma grabbing because you in theory want your leadership ability to be healing everyone else and giving power to everyone else and like not sapping that from Emma or like sapping that from the characters and giving it to Emma. And by giving Emma a spider, it means that it's one like Black Cat basically if she always has to be standing on a secure or she's going to be punished now. Whereas like if she picked up the piece, um, she could
Mm,
have been anywhere she wanted to be. Now, maybe it's because Steve is going to probably double walk Black Cat onto the secure, hit the leadership, she'll have 2 power, and then she'll hit power phase and have 3 power, and then just rip it from Storm right away and move away. Like
yeah,
Hellfire's
run off.
kind of good. Hellfire's kind of good because they can do super jank
Interesting.
like that with priority on round 2 and Black Cat. Um, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Gonna come and take the back point, huh?
All right. So this means that we might see 2 robberies being played on round 1. Like we're this is a yeah, this is we're in this timeline. We're in the timeline where both players might play their robbery.
Yeah. Looks like just out. She's just outside of 3, so he'll have to at least walk once. Steve's right now.
Right.
All these characters having the same name. Jeez.
Yeah, that's right. I try to guess which character is gonna show up in the game, and put that as
hmm
my game loading or like game almost starting or starting soon game whatever that opening title,
Oh, okay.
and that's
Right.
just like my I try to guess it.
Splash screen.
No
Yeah.
shadows. There's no shadow. There's no what's okay. Is this on the car? I mean, it's not
I
on the
don't think
car.
so
It's
because
not on
I
the
can
car.
see the from the top down. It doesn't look like
All right.
hard to tell.
So she wanted to. Oh,
Hop.
I see. Oh, yeah, right. She's got the 3 power. See, this is I haven't played Wakanda, so my inexperience is showing here. But she is able to hop with her 2 extra power. And
What's interesting is I had thought about if she had waited to see if Bill steals hers, she could go over there and give him the old stagger ore, and then Rhino could come back and just take it from him, and he'd be out in the middle of nowhere
was
with one less power, right?
right. Was there a world where Black Cat could have stood closer to the middle of the secure, like closer to the enemy team, and also body blocked Rhino from landing on the secure when he inevitably attacks her? Like I think that he by putting
Yeah,
Black Cat
that's
there, he might have put there might have now there's definitely room now for Rhino to be on the point after he attacks Black Cat, where there might not have been if he. But I don't know. It's
100%.
it's hard to it's hard to know. Black Cat just moved on to the point where Storm is. Let's see if she's range 1. Yeah. So Black Cat is range 1 of Storm.
Ready to steal next round, yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna see her have 3 power round 2 if he doesn't forget to trigger leadership. Black Cat,
Unless
who is he? He's
Koye
measuring
pushes push off maybe with an attack if she can
the
get
yeah.
vision in the
Shuri
corner.
can't push Black Cat off because she has stealth. So
Ah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So where I think Shuri's kind of stuck here, like not doing anything other than sitting on the back point. So Black Panther has 3 power though. Black Panther walk, pounce, push works. Yeah, so that's good. That can disrupt that. That's a good call. And also, if he pushes her off the points, she is going to be burned by the leadership, which is good. I think that you. This is why the sequencing is important because he didn't have
Mm-hmm.
to do that with Black Cat until the final round of his final activation. Then pop leadership when maybe Rhino is the only one off a point who will take the damage, sure, but will not lose his power type of situation. Yeah, you. Oh, he missed a window. That's not great. I think now it gives an opportunity for Bill or Rhino to go and then trigger leadership, and then have Black Cat not be burned.
Yeah. That yeah. You
All right,
always
well,
gotta
let's
be
see what
thinking about
happens.
all
Yeah,
these.
there's so many things going on that it's hard to know what the right move is because you're obviously like you might leave an opening for your opponent, but they might not see it, right? So, uh, yeah, you might like that's it's. I feel like it's just much easier to see your opponent's best play, right?
Wait.
Than you seeing it yourself.
Yeah, because I definitely when I'm playing
Or
games, definitely can see after I've made plays and then be like, oh man, I hope they don't see
yeah,
this or
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yep, here comes the Rhino. Let's see, what does he get here? Oh,
Okay,
no
3
crit.
into
Nope,
1,
it's not.
so 2 damage through. There you go, the magic number.
Yep. Yep, and now Bill can, depending on who goes next, can go and take that last one.
So I mean, he's doing 2 damage to Black Cat, so he doesn't have to play it. But I mean, the problem is that your VP swing is so huge now that it's like this will you'll never have a better time to play it. I don't think.
Right.
So you might as well. So he is playing it. Yeah, 3 VP swing in
Yeet.
total. Is it 3? Isn't it like? Oh yeah, it is 3 because you were
Also
tying the
taking her off the
point.
point too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Taking her off the point plus her losing the piece plus you gaining the piece. Is that yeah, you're right. That's 3. Yep. Okay. And now he's in a situation where okay, so you let's see.
Hmm.
Are you back down to oh man, it's tough,
So
right?
the only thing I see about that one is that you by throwing Cat that way, if you decided you wanted to try to take it with Bill, now
Hmm.
she's pretty much right on top of him, right?
Bill, interesting. What he's not gonna pick up the piece. That's super.
Yeah, that's what is he worried about? Maybe other Rhino, Raz. I'm gonna call him Raz. Raz is Razalas.
Yeah.
Razalas. Is his maybe he's worried about his Rhino coming over and stealing from the Rhino's Rhino clashing?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but like, does Black Panther now go grab the other piece? Like, the problem is if he does, Bill, yeah, like you just do that because Bill has to grab this piece, and then you rob Bill. Uh,
Right.
Man, I think you now pounce. Yeah, you grab the other, grab the spider Rhino didn't pick up. I don't know. Did he forget? I think he was being greedy and wanting Bill to just grab it. He just did. I don't think he thought Panther can get there, which he definitely can with a move pounce move. Um,
Right.
if he, yeah, I don't think he might. It might be tight on the double move, but okay. Well, either way, I think that so it'll now come down to if Rhino can take the piece off of Bill, which he can. He's got 3 power. So this
Hmm.
will put Wakanda in a. Okay, so who has Wakanda has a piece on Storm. It'll put Wakanda in the lead here. Um, because they'll have no one X. They'll have one secure at 3. They'll get 4. Oh no, it'll be 4-4. It'll be 4-4. It could
Mm.
have been like
Uh-oh.
it could have been.
Uh,
Oh, this is lots of room.
yeah. There he goes. I'm here. Maybe shift him to the. Yeah, there he goes.
All right. Yeah, Garrett, Wakanda player. He is approving of the decisions by Raz. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously that still leaves Storm getting uh, catted at the top of round 2, but
Curtis thinks that Steve robbing Cat there was very wrong. All right. I'd love to. I'd love to understand why. It seems good on paper. Okay. Bill is doing a double walk and grabbing this piece. So the question is how does how does Rhino on Raz's side operate here? Does he you place off of Cat, you grab the far spider and bait Raz's out early. Yeah. So we're getting the leadership trigger going off now. So the one thing that Razalas has to be careful about is that if you attack Bill, hoping to get the steal, the robbery setup, um, you Bill can advance off of an aggressive if he takes damage, and that aggressive can get him outside of range 1. Yeah, so exactly. Kettle is saying the same in the chat. He's saying to double move steal basically. He has a mission objective online. Ooh, yeah, that might be true. There it is. So, but hold on, and Rhino isn't holding the piece. So, yeah, you're right. The Rob does. It is disrupted there. Okay, so then Rhino, does he pick on Toad and places himself on the back point and bullies Toad? Because the current, what's the current score showing? It's
uh,
Storm has a piece which is not showing in the overlay, so it's currently a 4-3 game right now, I believe. Razalas has 2 extracts and the his home secure.
oh right, Storm has the other one. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's what's missing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I agree that Shane that Toad could slippery to the back point. So you'd kind of be taking a gamble there.
Hmm.
Yeah, mission objective messes this up. It's a pretty good card. That's why both players brought it.
Yeah, for Rhino. Rhinos is
No brace from Razalas' side either. He brought Wakanda forever. But nowhere, like, he only the. Yeah, you would have another action.
yeah.
I see that. You would have another action if you did Stampede and hit Toad here. Um, but I guess my only concern is that you would be able to. He might slippery to the other side of the truck and break line of sight, and then you wouldn't get another attack into him. But, um, let's see. Okay, he has to do this very carefully. All right, looks like he had the room. So he's doing 7 dice into Toad. It doesn't look like there's cover, but there maybe there's cover. Actually, look at
From
that.
the base, yeah, I was gonna say I think it would be because on the right side,
Yeah, he just
exactly.
pointed to
Right
it.
through the
He's
car.
clipping. Yeah, so that's cover. There we
Yeah.
go. It is cover. And he rolls 1 because of cover. Takes 3 damage. That is massive. Hold on. How does he take 4? Did he forget about cover?
Or maybe they said that wasn't cover
Well,
in their.
cover is optional. Yeah, exactly. Shane's, yep. Cover it. You don't have to take cover. So if you forget about it, it is what it is. So now you've got a place. Now the big thing here is you even have Rhino's gonna gain 3 power here. Whoa,
You
hold
think
on.
Rhino could place onto that back point?
Yeah, I think so. And then
That way,
also
that
he
way
can
you at
throw the
least
terrain
still
now
get it.
too. You can throw the terrain if Toad
Yeah.
tries to get out.
Yeah.
There's no way Toad's gonna go to that point now either though, because Rhino will be able to throw the terrain and get
Right.
him. So he's gonna just have to slippery as far away as possible. I think, does that get him out of 3? It probably does because of the base plus the movement tool would get him out of 3. But of course we're gonna see the 3 up.
Oh yeah, he's like looks like who mentioned it, Softlow. Yeah, it looks like he's maybe trying to get over to his own Rhino to maybe mission objective over.
Oh, he's not gonna get all the way. This is
Uh-oh.
where
Oh, never mind.
oh yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe, I don't know. This is
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
he's
he should have. Oh
been
boy.
a little more careful. Just like a slight bend in
Yeah.
that tool. I
Yep.
mean, you do see the little knob. So this is
Or
where
you could have dragged it toward the north end of the truck, or all right, I guess, right? Then you definitely would have been right there. I don't I don't know. I guess there's a piece of the corner of the shadow that he's arguing maybe that he could sit on, but
yeah, I see it too. It's just very
very
close. I think
hard. Yeah.
this is where you want to be as deliberate as possible. If you're
Yeah.
looking for a specific thing to happen.
Yep.
But anyway, let's see what happens now. I'd expect Razalas to look at the medium stick. Ooh,
Yeah. And just
I want to.
chuck the
There we go.
chuck the truck at
Yep,
him.
there we go. We
Make him
got it.
use brace now. Yeah.
And now, if you attack with Toad, do you get on the point? Do you stay on the point if you attack? I think so. Yeah, we're gonna see it happen again. This would be pretty big.
Oh right, because he slid on his first right off the bat. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And there's Toad dazed.
Oh boy.
Oh man, that is that. Well, I mean, like we were saying at the
Rough.
beginning of the game, if Wakanda needs to take action if they are to win this game, because Hellfire has a very strong game plan on both this mission and if they're holding an extract lead early. And so Razalas was not able to get his Rhino on the point, so he's got a 3. He's sitting at 1, 2, 3 extracts and
Yep.
1 secure for 4. And we're
Yep.
seeing a 4, or we're seeing 3 for Steve. So it's a 4-3 lead for Razalas. Wakanda is in a good position. They like holding extract leads and activating last, and they're going to be doing that unless some dazes happen on round 2, which of course, like we get it. Of course,
Right.
those can definitely happen. So
Also, I think Shane mentioned that he can't see the shadow. He turned him off, maybe for lag reasons. So that also may be part of the reason why Steve, with the
4-3.
trying to place, yeah. 1, 2. They're tied on the bottom. Don't have that one. 3. Where's the
We're
third?
seeing a lag spike
Uh,
here. So I think we're just getting a little bit of lag, maybe.
no, he definitely braced, but it's just not showing on the overlay. That's all.
Um, yeah, no, no, I'm talking about it should be at 4, the score.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was answering
Yeah.
Python.
Okay, I think we're getting a little bit of lag. Um, because I'm typing things in the chat and they're just not populating.
Maybe
So
you're kicked.
yeah,
Helping
no,
kick.
no, I don't think we're. There we go. They're fixing it. So
Okay.
got it. Okay, they got it. I think we're just dealing with a significant lag spike here. The internet is being completely used up by everyone watching the Euro Cup.
All the internets in the whole entire world. Oh,
Okay, wow, it's a tie game. 0-0. All right. Okay, I
I
don't know.
do love me some footballers. Right? Is
Oh,
that the correct term?
go sports. All right.
Go
I've lost my
football.
orientation here. All right, there we go. All right, it all caught up. There we go. Very good. Okay. All good.
1, 2. I think did they forget Storm had a point? She has one, right?
Yeah. No. So Storm is contesting against 2 people, so she doesn't get the point.
Right. But she has the third extract, and then Shuri on the back point, which equals 4. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Never mind. He got it. Never mind.
All right. So now we're rolling on
Yeah. See,
spiders.
he was using the overlay to figure out how many points he had, and
Right.
he didn't see Storm either. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. So this is why Emma not or picking up a spider. I should have said it, but like it was in my mind. Like she doesn't have any way to move out of. She doesn't have any way to move her character while she's in Hellfire,
Nope.
when it's other
Yep.
than taking move actions, and the
Walking. Walking.
spiders are gonna basically gonna like pseudo stagger Emma, or she's sacrificing the potential of winning secure VPs. So although she's holding an extract, so it's like you kind of need to deal with her in some capacity, probably, if you want to, if you want to maintain an extract lead through the hitting and from both sides. Like right, both sides are gonna be taking hits here, and
Interesting.
so you're probably gonna lose an extract off of maybe Storm, probably Storm with the steel, and you're gonna need to
Hmm.
find a way to get it back, and that's through attrition in a lot of cases. All right, who's rolling now?
It should be Bill,
Yeah, so no,
and looks like
so
he's
he must
fine.
have missed it. Yeah, so we're getting Wakandan Black Panther moving. Razalas still has robbery here, but the thing is that Rhino is holding a piece, so he can play the robbery card. He just wouldn't be able to pick up the piece as of right now. Um, so we'll see if that is a factor in the game, like how the Rhino on Razalas' side deals, or like what do we see out of Rhino? All right,
Storm's okay.
Storm
I
moving.
I always forget which one is this. Is it
Hit crit
Wilds or
wild.
whatever?
Hit crit wild.
Yeah, thank you. Moves you. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So she's moving Storm, but also keeping her within 1 of Black Cat. And
Yeah, which makes sense.
off the secure as well. So Storm is going to be having to take move actions as well. And what are we seeing for? We're seeing Rhino also be moved as well. All right, there we go. His deployment forced him to grab with Emma, Curtis is saying. All right.
I know go that way towards Emma probably.
Yeah. Yeah, there's ooh, it's good. Yeah, if you lose Toad too early, it's going to be interesting because then you're never going last, and that means the displacement from a character like Bill is not going to be as impactful as it potentially could be if Bill has to displace. Like he'll displace, and then the Wakanda player might be able to just undo what Bill has done with it, if like so. Scenario teams they want to go like if like they were playing a crisis like this where you have an uneven extract count and an even secure. The scenario players want to go first with like as the game opening to make sure they have more extracts, but then they want to, as the game goes on, the ability to go last to impact the secure part of the game. It swings in their favor, so they need to have these attrition elements to be able to
Interesting.
force the other team to go first, and therefore you can score out the game quicker if you can control the majority of extracts and potentially the majority of secures. Anyway, we're seeing
Rhino into cat.
Rhino into Cat here. Okay, she blocks 4.
Woo!
Unbelievable.
Ha 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 ha. So is Rhino within 3 of Shuri now? Maybe you could have put her on top of the building and then maybe chuck the building. And then maybe
Yeah.
if you were inside of range of 3 of Shuri, you could then attack her, put yourself on the point with your Rhino. If
Yeah,
you're
no
Steve.
brace. Man, did he have what did he do there? Oh,
Honk.
he did throw the building.
Yeah,
So yeah, the question is,
yeah.
yes, did he
I think he should have placed on top of the building though when he. Oh, so he's just gonna walk to her?
right, so
Okay, I guess
he
not to give her power. Yeah, but
maybe
it's not like her rerolls. Her rerolls are, she's way out of range of everybody, right?
right,
4.
she's going to
I
do
mean,
2 damage to Rhino on her activation, which will then be like half of that will be gone from Hellfire. So,
yeah,
yeah, that's interesting that he didn't attack Shuri cuz like
Shuri.
if you
Yeah,
you're now losing, right? The Hellfire player needs to make the comeback here at this point, I
right.
think. And so
Yeah, try to daze her so you can win the back point. Ooh.
putting 3 damage onto Shuri now. I mean, it effectively probably means she heals 1 and only is at 2 damage taken by the end of the round, maybe. But either way, like then you could potentially open, and you only need to do 3 damage to Shuri to stop her, right? So like
Yeah,
you need to try to weaken them. And Shuri, yeah, she spends power well when you have characters within 4 of her for the rerolls, but on a D shape you get less of that
not
because
good.
everyone is so spread
Yeah,
out. Yeah.
audio choppiness. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I
I
don't know
mean, you
how.
sound fine to me, but obviously I'm in your channel, so.
Yeah, it's maybe my kids. I gotta tell my kids to get off the damn internet. No. All right.
Yeah, there we go. Yep. Oh, okay. Apparently it's the Krunstall's getting crushed by the Euro Cup
Okay.
internet. That's what it is. Okay, it's not us.
All right. Cool. Thanks chat for confirming that we sound real good.
Real good.
Okay. Okay. Krunstall
All
says he
right.
could be me. I agree that you could be you. Potentially, there's a potential.
All right. So he went with Rhino. So now it's back
Oh baby.
on Razalas. All right. All right.
Yes. What do you think? All right. What do we think he does here? So the risk he has here is if he leaves Storm there, Black Cat has an easy steal and rotate, and
Right.
uh, and so.
How much
Whew,
power she
all
have
right.
too? So you could maybe get on the or behind the building to be on the point, but a 1 away from, or hope to be outside of range for Cat, so she can't just jank you and run. But then Emma probably just walks up and tries to blast you with the old mental.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I mean, it's just like, gosh, what Curtis? Like, why do you have to be so good that like I can't even come up with the lines on my own here? But he, I think, has identified the strongest one, and that's
Yeah. Make it so useful.
Toad grabbing the extract off of Bill, and and that way it allows Bill to rotate without an extract and potentially like pick one up later, and it scores you 2 VPs potentially on Toad, and 2
Yeah,
VPs
that was.
around on a 2 threat is strong. So that's a good line. I think I
Yeah, it
like
was.
that.
I think Curtis forgot that Panther was back there because he could just go sliding into him with his old hi-ya jump on top of you, Toad kind of guy, and then Toad is
Oh yeah,
more.
yeah. Right, right. He was so far off the board. He's almost on the board edge. Yeah, that would be bad actually. That would be bad. You have to
And
wait
he was
until.
he was getting on the jet to fly back to Wakanda.
That's right. Yeah.
I did my job. I got a spider. I'm out.
Okay, we're seeing.
I think they're still thinking. Razalas is thinking still, figuring out who he wants to activate. Yep, looking at Emma's card. Can't do stuff on her turn. Got it. Yep, check.
Okay, so man, I wish we had like I don't know if you see like games where if you can't see like if there's like terrain blocking. I'm thinking of like first person shooter type competitive events where it's like
Mm-hmm.
you can like the
Fog.
commentators can see the that can see the outlines of the characters through of the people
Oh
through like
yeah,
wall hack type stuff.
layering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, man, I wish we could see that with Black Cat, because I'm trying to like get the perfect angle on the camera, and it just like doesn't work because Black
Yeah,
Cat is
it's
like,
you'd have to just go straight top down, I think, at this point. And then that'd be it, but not much you can do. It looks like he tabbed on Storm and Emma, but I think he's maybe thinking about it
yeah,
still.
I think so. He's taken some time off of his clock at this point.
He does. Actually, yeah. First clock game I've seen in a minute.
Yeah,
I get
it's
it though. If you're that far apart and you have lag, makes using clocks kind of tough.
yeah. We only had one game that probably went over time, but it wasn't on clock because it was Australia versus Canada, and the players might have
Mm,
forgotten. I think they just forgot about the clocks. It's not very many online events have clocks on them. Okay,
interesting.
so
Looks like it
right.
paid for a transform.
Oh yeah, okay. So I wonder what the thinking there is.
Yeah, I don't.
Players just
I mean, I haven't played as much as you guys have in Hellfire, but I never liked transforming Emma ever,
cut.
unless she was like holding on to stuff. But I don't know.
Okay, so Curtis is thinking about the terrain throw
Oh yeah,
that she
nice.
has on
You
her
get the
other
building out of the
side.
way.
Yeah, that's the very cool. All right, and of course does she have higher defenses? I believe so, right? She's oh no, she's got
She
yeah
got
four
four
four.
four. Yeah.
That's an extra defense die. Did
Yep.
Razalas boost that? He must have. Yes, he boosted the attack. So it was a six. No, hold on, he didn't.
No, it's only four.
Where does power go?
Storm has two power still.
I thought didn't. So she should gain power here then, right? Yeah. Hmm. She should be at four
Is it?
power. Did she do a beam or something? Like how, I guess like that's kind of she did the ice blizzard to stun her.
Uh,
It's
yeah,
physical.
could have done
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Physical, yeah.
Because it was lower defenses. That's what happened. Yeah. So you wanted to go
And
four
auto
into
stun.
two. Man, I mean, I like that. I like pumping the dice to six, man. When you get to roll six dice as a three threat, it feels so good. But it's also, of course, pretty greedy.
Agreed.
Okay, so I would imagine she's still within one of Black Cat. Hmm.
Uh,
Is that was that like that was intentional? It's interesting because it's like you're like I don't know. I'm not smart enough to understand what's happening. Okay, all right.
dude.
Yeah.
For
So
two.
we're gonna still he's still gonna win the secure here, and he's gonna take Storm's extract. So Wakanda player wants to
Uh,
force a last activation in like future rounds so that Storm can get her displacement off. And probably, maybe, let's see. Okay, we're having the train throw happen here.
yeah. Sometimes got to get your hands dirty or whatever the heck it's called.
Yes, one must get their hands dirty. Yeah, nice call. And we're seeing a triple block from Storm, taking one. Big block there.
Yeah. Way to go, Storm. Use your wins.
And then Emma has, I guess that was 2 moves. She's transforming now, so she must be done her turn.
Oh, she was attacking. That's what it was. She didn't have the power for the throw. Yeah, that's right. Because it cost 3, and she only had 2 the whole
Move
time.
attack, move attack. Gotcha.
Yeah, move attack to try to get the power to throw, and now she can't. Yeah.
Oh, either way, big block there. So Hellfire Club being triggered. So Toad gonna be taking a damage here. We're playing on Extremist, so you can heal if you interact with the secures. So it might not matter, but man, putting Toad at 2 health, super juicy target there.
Yeah, just get him out of there.
Yeah. I mean, how would you do it? You've got so you could have Black Panther go. Brace is gone. Move, pounce,
Probably just would you
move.
just wait, right? Because you have last. Let's see. Emma just went, so there's 3 left. You're going. You have 2 left. Okay, so you won't have last activation.
Yeah, but if you take out Toad here, you do get it. So
True.
I think maybe a move. Oh, you don't have power for
Well,
pounce. You don't have power for pounce, so
well,
you got to move
yeah.
attack.
Cause what I was thinking is if you could go last as to see which way Toad decides to go, because you can either get him with your Rhino or your Black Panther, right? Either
That
way.
is fair. The only urgency I had was because he has 33% health less right now versus if he
Yeah,
gets to if he gets to
true.
activate. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's right. The okay, so you have to go with somebody. I mean, you could
Let's
you could ping
see.
him. You could ping him with the Shuri maybe, and then if he does heal, he still only heals to. If I mean, assuming you do a damage, right? Then he then only
Right.
heals to 1 health again. He's back to 2 health situation.
The The other problem too by using Emma's leadership right then is the fact that you took the 4th power from Toad, who could have hopped, and I don't know if he would have been within 2 to take Finders Keepers and then be able to hop,
Move
and
away,
then
yeah.
yeah. Now unfortunately he has to walk, take, and then you're stuck there.
Yep, that's very true. And if you like put yourself in a bad position, sure you could like double tap you, or no, I guess yeah, if you do all of that, you're at 1 power. Yeah, okay. So you would still be able to
Yeah.
slippery if Shuri attacks you
Only
once.
one. Yeah.
But yeah, I see. Okay,
I
so
don't think I don't think I don't think you're trying to get her with Shuri or trying to get him with Shuri at this point, unless he just comes right towards you or something. At this point, I think you're thinking either Panther or yeah, there it goes.
I think you're out there on Panther. So that's why he's waiting on Panther. Um
Yeah,
so looks like there's no real you're kind of forcing Rhino here, I think, which is relatively fine because if you're probably Rhino might end up on the point. In theory, Rhino ends up back on this back secure,
you
and
just move, attack.
he takes out Toad. Like he
Mm,
gets the points. He gets to go last with Black Panther and Shuri.
and, and you're a million miles away from Emma blasting you with her mind blasts.
Yeah.
Pew.
Okay.
Let's see, just don't have any pushes on hers. No. Okay. Mm.
Emma. Yeah. I think that it's almost certainly okay. So who's Raz? Yeah, Evil Steve definitely is gonna steal Storm's piece with Black Cat. I would imagine you're gonna put 2 attacks into her and then heal Emma. The one thing that is also available is a Wakanda Forever, so you might be able to do something where I'm just trying to think of
Yeah,
like what
I
you
was
would
trying
do
to.
here.
Yeah, because I was looking to see if there were any pushes. The problem is that maybe you try to rotate with Cat. Is that the idea? Blast Storm off
All right, well he's
with
committed to.
Wakanda Forever,
All
right?
right, he's
Maybe that's the plan.
yeah. That's a good point. Is that you win this point with Wakanda Forever now? He might be. I would imagine he's setting up a situation,
Steel costs 3, hop
in
costs
which you're
2.
gonna
So,
Wakanda
yeah.
forever later in this round to win the point, that point right there.
Yeah, steal from her, then near the end, blast her off
So
the point.
so now does Toad? Okay, so where's the danger? Where does Toad have danger? He doesn't have any danger on
Oh, yeah.
Razalas' secure currently. So I think that like you can't. You just are not getting there. I don't think with Bill. But like man, would I rotate?
No.
Would you rotate freaking Toad to where Steve's Rhino is, like onto Razalas's home secure, just to like keep him safe and alive? Um, like just
Hmm.
for now. I mean, that's like who's to go now? So it's Razalas to go. So he's got the Black Cat option now.
No, it should be Steve's turn.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Because
Sorry. Yeah. So Black. Yeah,
yeah,
Steve has the
okay.
Black Cat or the Toad or the Bill options. So you save Bill for last because
Yeah.
he's got displacement, or save him for relatively later. All right. Well, while they're thinking about this, I'm going to
Just
mention that I am hosting another event coming up next month with Merzane. We're hosting a Mojo Ball event online, and we're setting. Currently, things are getting set up. We've got 16 players signed up for it so far. The rules were just posted, yes, 2 days ago, and I also have a video on my YouTube channel that breaks down the Mojo Ball rules and gives more information as onto this event. The winner of the event it's will have bragging rights, of course, but also I have a trophy that I am with someone. I'm getting one of my friends to 3D print it, and then I'm going to get it spray painted gold and have a black base. Going to be pretty cool, and they will get that trophy. So
like it.
so yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Mojo Ball is going to be complete chaos. It's going to be a draft type format situation, and there are going to be different conferences. So like we're going to have different pools of players doing their own drafts, and then at the end, like the grand finals type of situation, will be one pool versus the other to see who is the ultimate winner of the event. It's single elimination too, which means that if you lose, you're out.
Okay.
It's similar to the Euro Cup in the playoffs, the playoff section of the Euro Cup. And yeah, so it's gonna be pretty chaotic because like you're gonna be playing. There's no affiliations, there's no leaderships other than the ones in the game mode, and there's no tactic cards. So
Right.
it means like all of these synergies that exist in the game, but you can't work unless you're playing unaffiliated. Can you can play them in Mojo Ball, and we're gonna of course cull a few characters that we think break the game, and we're also going to cull a few characters that we think would just be absolutely horrible in the format, so that they don't even show up in the draft. But there's like 180 something characters, so it's like you're going to have
Yeah.
tons to choose from, and it's going to be fun. So check out those YouTube video on the game mode and sign up if you're interested. All right, so we have what just happened there? We had
Cat cat stole, and
okay.
now I don't know if they're attacking. Uh, oh, okay. I guess a cat must have attacked somebody and did
With
not do
four
well.
dice, yeah, you're right. The dice pools are suggesting no damage. All right, and that's it, right? One attack. I said earlier two attacks after a steal, but of course the steal is an action,
Yeah.
so
Yep.
you would get one attack, which is yeah what happened. So that was Black Cat done. There's the check mark on her, and now Razalas is figuring out how to handle Rhino. If he gets one damage through, he's got a terrain throw online. Braces down for Steve. You have to remember Emma can pay two power and negate collision damage, so you wouldn't want to throw something into her at this point. But
Right.
Black Cat is typically more vulnerable to throws because of her strong defensive tech on attacks. So those are options. What do you think? Do we see the measurement here? What is that? That's
You
out.
finally
That's out,
commit.
right? Is that I'm vibing
No,
that
that's
out.
100%. That's 100% out.
All right, yeah,
Black Panther with his little body. How dare you try to get there?
yeah. Hey, Star Crazy, thanks for joining the game. Where this is the last match of the top 16 of season 14, so it's pretty intense. Razalas
Sunday,
has
Sunday,
30.
Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. $10, $10. Uh, the
Pay for me. Only use half the seed.
yeah, yeah, that's right. That's good. Yeah, the yeah, 30. TG Lord in the chat mentioning how there's 30. He's got less than 36 minutes left.
36 now. Yeah.
I mean, we're probably the thing is like I think he's probably fine. He's used 25 minutes out of an hour, and we're about to wrap up.
Yep.
Like the rest of this round is going to play out pretty
Pretty
systematically.
quick. Would hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Get on the point. I think he's there. Obviously for that. He's definitely in.
he wants to get range 2 of
So
Toad and be in so he can Wakanda forever potentially.
did he lag? He might be lagging. Oh
Oh
no,
yeah.
there goes. Okay, he's moving. Couldn't tell his hand just stuck.
Yep.
It's a very interesting way to do it. Yeah, I think he just hops on the point, right? Yeah. Boom. Oh, he's gonna Wakanda forever now, and try to kill Toad with one attack.
All right. I mean, he's got two. He's got two health. I mean, like
Yep. So
definitely can do.
everybody can do it. So here we go.
So
Shuri's going first.
Storm also would have paid for a free attack. You might as well bully Emma here. So we've got
Uh huh.
Shuri and Storm. Important thing to note is that Emma can prevent pushes, can prevent movement from affecting her and other characters, but not on physical attacks. So or energy attacks either. So Shuri has
Energy. I
a
was gonna say yeah.
yep. So she has a an energy attack that displaces. Emma would not be able to prevent that. So she's going to be forced off the point, and here we are seeing that. So it's important to note it's superpowers and mystic attacks only is what Emma
Yep.
can prevent with what does it say here? It says enemy advance,
Yeah.
place, or push.
Mystic. Yeah.
So yeah, okay. What are we seeing now?
So
Is this
stuff like
Storm? This is
mind
Storm
gems, stuff
throwing a
like that.
shock into
Yeah.
Emma and 1 damage. Yeah, exactly. So everything except for throws. She can't stop throws from happening. All right.
Give her the zip zaps.
So there we go on that. Did we forget to see Black Cat heal Emma, or she must not have gotten the power on an attack to heal her,
She didn't.
or
Yeah,
maybe
that's exactly what
or
happened.
okay, or I mean either way. Oh, well, look at that! Toad lives on 1. That's
Oh my
huge.
god.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, because now you can slippery over to Bill and yep, there he goes.
Oh
Yee-hoo.
man, now he can take the piece from Bill if he wants. If he oh no, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Bill, yeah, there you go. He's
This
with
little
him too. Dang, dude, Razalas risked it for the biscuit, and it did not pay off exactly how he would have hoped it would.
did he not uh push with Shuri?
He
Or did,
he I don't know. Let's take a look. He must have pushed her into the into the wall, building. Yeah,
mm,
yeah.
okay. Or
That's what.
maybe yeah, interesting.
Yeah, because Emma didn't pay or anything, so it's like she didn't use that ability. So there was no like rule error there. I think it was a fact of just like
Right,
he's.
no, I saw him pull the tool out, but I thought
Yeah,
maybe
I
I
saw that
didn't see
too.
him do the angle tool, which was weird.
Yeah,
So because I would have thought he'd be able to push her out to our right, out away from the building, and then you win the point based on the
yeah.
number of peeps.
Well, it looks like he's just putting Rhino on this point to win the point anyway, so it didn't matter if Emma was going to be on it. I think she did. Plucky's saying
Yeah.
she did pay. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I don't see it. I see it here. Maybe this was it. Oh crap! She did pay here. Man, that might be. I don't know. That's for Shane to call out, but I believe like here's what we're seeing. We're seeing the Wakanda pay in the chat, and then we see the dice roll, and then we see Emma pay 2 power here, and then take.
Oh, so he thought
There
he
we
could
got it.
use the
Oh, we got it.
superpower on
All
the
right,
attack.
there we
Oh,
go. All right, perfect.
okay.
Thank you,
Oh, okay.
Shane. Thank you,
That
Shane,
explains.
for
Yeah.
catching that. Awesome. Love to
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
I just love a clean game. I can't get. I love watching games where the rules are
oh
where.
no.
What's up?
The other problem of she bounced off the building. I don't know. Maybe he angled it outward correctly. I don't know.
I
Whatever.
mean, you have to just talk to your opponents. Just say like, I'm going perpendicular. I mean, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
you just okay.
There's
Here's
only
here's what I'll
yeah.
say about this. I'll say that you could tell someone. You could say, I'm just gonna push this model along perpendicular or like sorry parallel to the building, right? But it's like,
Yeah.
okay,
The
do
problem
it.
is
Do
the
okay,
building goes at an
okay.
angle though.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like, or it's just like, okay, do it. Like, oh, I want to see you do that, and then because they can mess that up, right? Just because you say you want to move them parallel doesn't mean you actually will. I want to roll 5 successes
Right.
on every attack. My intention,
Yeah.
my
Yep.
intention here is to one shot you. It's like just because you
I
say what you
agree.
want to do, like so you have to be very careful when you do pushes and things like that. To like, if you collide with stuff, you collide with stuff, regardless of what you wanted to do. All right, so we're seeing Rhino attack into Emma.
Hmm.
It was the shield mind. Yep, the shield mind. Gotten them.
So now the building goes into storm probably. Oh no, that's his own team. Never mind. Duh, dumbass. So
Ah, dude. All
who
right.
who is left? I guess Cat. You could throw it into Cat.
Oh, here I go again. Here I go again, following the rules, or trying my best to. I'll be the villain in that story. All right, sure, sure.
Well, I mean, I agree. If it's just a practice game or whatever, right? I agree with you. You can kind of be like, okay, let him take it back. But if it's any competitive type of thing, I typically try not to let them take it back. And just be like, all right, man, learn, or
Okay.
try to get them to do everything. Mention it to them when you see them put out the stick. Don't forget the angle tool. Just use the angle tool. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. Here comes the building throw. Hopefully not into Emma.
Well, yeah, that would be suboptimal for sure, unless you want to drain her power, but there's no real point of
She's
that.
at 6 now, so
Yeah,
yeah.
you
I
throw into
don't.
Black Cat, which is what he's measuring. Yeah, you definitely
Yeah.
throw into
Plus,
Black Cat.
she's yeah.
That was one attack with Rhino, right? Do you attack with
Yeah.
Rhino here because you want to attack with Black? Because if you daze her, no, she has full health. All right, you cannot daze her with the terrain throw, so I wouldn't like basically. It doesn't really matter. You could just spend your move action to attack her. This is you can like I'm like just like hemming and hawing on a bunch of different things as I like try to my brain tries to catch up as to what's going on, and like if you've ever listened to me play a game, it's like I'm doing the exact same thing where I just like talk through every possible situation.
Yep. Yep. I
And
do. I do the same thing. I always try to warn my opponents because I talk a whole bunch. What happened here? Did he attack? No.
he's playing robbery for the first time now.
Oh, right. Because I forgot he hadn't played his yet. This is what happens when everybody's got the same characters. I forget who's got what and where.
Yeah.
So Bill is left. He has a point.
Okay. Let's see. He's just
Yeah.
through
So
Emma. Not on the point, so and
whew,
well hold on. Oh yeah, right. He played robbery and he dropped the piece
Now,
But for nobody, right? He dropped it just to displace
I
her.
think he's yeah, I think he's thinking since Bill is the only one left that he can use his cat. Oh no, his cat is already dazed anyway, so I guess I don't know.
I think he's setting it up for next round, or like
Right,
forcing Emma to like have to spend 2 move actions to get the extract and this, or like forcing characters to have to take move actions to grab the spider. But
right.
it also is the a VP swing now. This was big for Rhino. He pushes 2 damage through on Black Cat, and he now has exactly 3 power. So the question is, do you burn that power now and daze Black Cat, which will then like with the terrain throw, because if she needs to roll
Mm.
2 block, she don't need to roll um 2 blocks to live out of 3 dice, and if she doesn't and dazes, you get a VP.
There you go.
You get a VP, and you've won. Um, you get. Oh, that's interesting.
He's tried. He was. I think what happened was when he put the one down, he put it on the point rather than on Black Cat. Or I don't know. Maybe Steve mentioned it to him that he
Right.
can't do it that way, and I think that's what happened there.
Yeah. So you have to measure off of the if Rhino has a place within one of your character. That's
Oh
like
no.
that's okay. So did Black Cat die? Oh yeah, she went down. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have a place within one, like Rhino does, off an attack, you can't place within one off of a nearby secure or extract. You have to like have the range one tool like being measured off of Black Cat, because if you were able to, that just breaks the rule of being able to measure 2 things at the same time. So I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I like to follow the rules of the game. Am I coming to WTC? I don't know. Will I be welcome there? Do you guys follow the rules in Europe?
A bunch of unruly
No, yeah. I
Europeans.
will be there. I will be there. I'm playing on. Mike DeLuca is the captain of our team, and he's bringing a bunch of his locals, Californians, and I am the 5th player on the team. So I'm excited to meet everyone in Europe, including yourself. Oh yeah, okay,
Playing with
all
the
right.
Americans. Yeah.
I'm excited to meet all of the Europeans. I'm not excited to see the Canadians. They don't like me anymore because I'm not on a
They,
Canadian team. Uh, but
look, I'm
that's
just
okay.
glad that you finally figured out that freedom and democracy are clearly the best. And I don't know what you're used to up there in Canada, but you know, if Hope Jr. doesn't have a place in it, I don't want to be there.
Yeah, that's right. You'll need. Oh man, I'll need some. He plays Messi. That's fine. I'll play against players that are messy. I think that there's judges for a reason. Dude, I've like I don't know if you've heard the stories, but like I um I love I love playing the game by the rules. Okay. I don't know.
All right, it's the old double walk with the Bills. So the problem is wait.
All right, thanks Curtis. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so Bill has moved, and we're seeing a mission objective being played to give the piece to Emma.
Uh, yeah, okay.
So this
Then pick up the other one.
yeah, so
Yeah,
this
see,
lets him get it. Yeah.
interesting. So if he hadn't zapped his own Toad early on, he could have just taken it with Toad, right? But then Toad would only have 1 health left.
Yeah, I
Um,
think did Steve score a lot this round? He scored, so he didn't disrupt. Bill chose not to disrupt Black Panther. I thought that was a line he was might have considered. He probably did, but he this allows Emma to have a piece back. She's relevant. The steal. I mean, the Black Cat can
who has
still
the
steal from her. Yeah. So lots of things, lots of
oh,
different options.
two
He scores how many score? 2, 3, 4, 5. So he scores 4, 8 to
Toad
7.
is on his side. One.
So
Keeping up with all these rhinos is so tough.
all right.
Yeah, 2, 4. Yeah.
Yeah, Panther. Yeah, good call, Brady in the chat. He's saying Panther Basically, all he can do is double move.
Plus,
Assuming he
plus
is.
maybe he fails his roll and
Oh,
then
he's
he
got
just
two
gets
power.
pushed out into oblivion again. Yep. See,
Oh,
there he goes.
my bad. He actually has two power, so we would be able to like move, pounce, or something. I don't know if he'll be able. He won't be able to rotate with like a move pounce. Maybe like it's. Uh,
Yeah. Robbery.
we'll
Robbery's
have to
been
find
used for
out.
both now.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, shaky cam. Whoa. Drunk panther trying to walk away with his spider.
Okay.
We got. Who's rolling now?
So someone failed the roll. It must have been a red side roll.
Was
I think it was Rhino.
was
It
Panther.
had to have been.
Panther failed,
No,
for
Panther.
sure.
Panther got the
And
roll. Oh, or I guess how do you want to look at it? Is a success a hit crit wild, or a fail a
uh
hit crit wild?
oh, I see. Okay, we're saying the same thing. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So Rhino didn't get moved is how you could say that.
Right.
Bell is rolling, so let's see what happens.
I guess on whoever you're cheering for, we'll call it success or fail.
Yeah, that's right. The clock situation, 40 minutes to 26, so there is a
Kind of
discrepancy here.
dangerous.
But
Yeah.
hmm, we'll see how if that plays a factor. I think Razalas has enough time, but it is pretty intense. We're going into round four. We should be going into round 4 here, right?
No, that was only round
Oh
two.
yeah, right. Four, yeah, because Razzle scored 4 and then 4 again, or
Mm-hmm.
something. So,
Yep.
wow,
Yeah,
round
it was
round
yeah
3.
4-4 and 3-4 for Steve.
Cool. All right.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah,
The clocks, are they the way? Because obviously I'm not in these, but they only are on when you're in the activation phase. Is that correct? Or
that
is the
is
main clock supposed to be going? Or
the main clock is kind of irrelevant. I guess I don't understand the relevance of the main clock fully,
they're both
but
they're both eliminated. If
yeah,
it's a zero, you're both out.
yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. But the you're right. The activation phase is the only time when the clocks are running, other than the deployment phase of the game as well. The clocks are running in the deployment phase. All right, so we're seeing. Oh, I see. Okay, so I guess I called the sequencing wrong last time, but Bill played mission objective and then picked up the spider because he was already
Which is
holding one. So this is.
yes,
Whoa,
that
so no,
yeah. Sorry,
yeah,
you were right. So now Cat is going to steal. It looks like, and then walk
yes.
uh, post
So
haste.
okay, so then Black Cat did the reason she was able to steal and then move was because she did a leap, her grappling hook range 2 place
Yep.
to get to within 1 of Bill. So a little there you go, some a steal action economy, a little bit of good scenario piece. Black Cat, of course, she's like pretty
That's
good.
ironically Red Cathal. I was going to say the exact same thing. How do you make a good CS traps list? You play Sinister Scientist and some other foe type people, I'm sure, and they do their stuff.
Yeah, all the new foes in the brand new box are all also Criminal Syndicate affiliated. So it opens the door for the dual affiliation between Kingpin and Spider Foes. Like it definitely lifts that up for sure. I don't know.
Plus, they're all pretty tanky too, right? So
Yes.
then maybe Kingpin playing CS Kingpin actually may be viable, right? You just stand on points and be like, "Come at me, I gain a lot of power if you attack me,"
Yep.
like with Doctor Labcoat and his mates,
Doctor Lab.
Rhino, Doctor Labcoat, yeah.
Yeah.
Kingpin's tanky, right, for the most part,
Yeah. Yep.
except for the few times when he just decides to fold over like a chair.
We
So
see
it looks like.
we see Black Cat rotated. So she has a spider still from previous round steal, and then she just double walked and is healing Emma, I think. What am I seeing here? We're seeing leadership trigger. Are we seeing
Yeah.
leadership trigger? Yeah. Bill just spent a power to not take damage, and then also got drained
Mm,
a power. So this means that Emma. So man, if I was Steve
nope.
here, I just would have taken the damage on Bill, and then it would have
Yeah.
healed Emma there.
Yeah. And not only that, but also you have 3 power still to be able to throw.
Now you don't have the 3 power, so yeah,
Right.
it was definitely. I think it would have been the right call for sure to just take the 1 damage.
Let's see, D's, corner to corner, bottom left, bottom top, left right. Yeah, diamond.
Okay. So, let's see.
Oh,
What
so
is
it's like, yeah, so maybe he's trying to see if he can make it to the bottom point and then have, I guess, Panther rotate back.
Yeah, because so Razalas is figuring out what to do with
Yeah, the
Shuri
problem
here.
is that they're 13, right? Give or take 13 and a half inches apart, each of the Ds, right? So then even with a double medium move on a small base is only 10 and some change.
You're using measurements, and I completely got lost in that. All right, I just vibe it out. I just looks in,
Well,
do it.
I have a cheat sheet, so I created a spreadsheet.
Yeah, nice,
I know
nice.
you're new to these things, but spreadsheets are the thing of the future. And so I just have everything put in here because I'm never going to remember. I unlike some of your other commentary partners, I'm not a math wizard. But so yeah, I just have everything measured out so that way I don't have to try to think about it and hope and pray, right? I can just be like, okay, these are 13 and a half apart. I can only move 10 or 12, so I know I'm not going to make it, period. So,
Yeah, interesting. Speaking of math wizards, this Tuesday, 9:30 p.m., Schmid is playing in the finals of Lunch Meet 21. I'm streaming the game. He's going against Curtis, who is the current defending champion in the Lunch Meet series. Joining me on commentary will be the TO of the event, Johnny Pastrami. So that's pretty cool. Love running those Lunch Meet finals. They're always pretty. They're always a good time. So that's happening Tuesday evening. But yeah, Schmidt is a math wizard, right? He's running convocation. I'm explaining the
mm-hmm.
joke and ruining the joke, but you get it.
That's fine, fine, yeah. But not everyone will, so you're really helping them out. So
All right,
we
so
appreciate you for that.
this is an attack from Evil Steve. He must. Who is he attacking here? Is he going Toad into Black Cat? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so that was a Toad Spender energy attack into Black
Oh
Cat,
wow,
and rolled big hits. Puts Incinerate on her.
yeah,
Takes 3
yeah.
damage. Wakanda reroll coming in. Ooh, so she'll take.
3 still.
I think
Oh
this is
no,
that
here
was
it
the
goes. Okay,
crit. That
now
was
it
the
is. Okay.
crit. So now we got the reroll. She's taken 3 and
Oh
incinerate.
boy.
Toad now has a 4 dice attack and a Black Cat's 2. She has 2 health left. This could be huge. No reroll into Cat. Did he reroll into Cat? Cat did the reroll. So yeah, Cat did the reroll.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have only 1 success, but he does get the wild, so that's gonna displace her off the point. And she rolls
And he already
nothing.
healed himself too. Wow. Yeah, he's already back to his mighty 3 health again.
And Black Cat rolled no successes even through a Wakanda reroll. Rolled nothing. Living on 1 health. Brace, of
Oof.
course, is already gone, but the wild displaces her. Toad, earning his keep, scoring 1 VP this round, as it currently stands.
All right. Still outside of Bill's uh, regular attack, unfortunately, so he can't use her to gain power.
All right. Let's see. What are we thinking now with Raz? What is Razalas thinking now? He's got 3 activations left to Steve's 3. And he's got a Rhino with 1 power, right? So that's that. Him throwing that building into Black Cat was it it meant that Rhino had 0 power this round. So, but like when you're playing against Hellfire, if a character has 1 health left, no, they don't, because like especially on Extremist, because like before you know it, all of a sudden, boom, they're at full health again. It's kind of crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Heisman in the chat mentioning that Toad 1-on-1 is probably could be the game-winning die roll there, or Toad living on 1. Yeah, that earlier in the game could have is what has set us down this chain of events that probably if Evil Steve wins, that is a large factor there. All right, Rhino Double walking. It's going to let Panther rotate.
Yep. Which is what I
Bill.
assumed that was the point of all this.
Yep. It's important to note that Bill doesn't have a way to displace Rhino with only 2 power. So he could move and attack Rhino and then displace him after
Hope
that.
to and hope,
But
but he wouldn't score the point though.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So it's
Yeah, see, if he had 3 power, he could probably double walk onto that top point and throw one of the two off if they moved away.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Rhino Hellfire has 3 power, but he has no viable targets currently. He's got Black Cat as on 1, so there you go. That's the play. Take out Black Cat here, get
Hop on
your get your
the
extract, and then I mean you're basically setting up potentially Toad to Finders Keepers it
you could,
from you next round. And you can heal. Is Toad on damage? No, he's at back to full health.
no, he's full, yeah. So then you can throw the car if you aren't successful with the attack, but I mean you only have to
Yes.
do one.
Yep. Um, if you throw the car, you wouldn't be able to pick up the spider because you'd be out of power. But I mean, yeah,
He
the
already has
odds.
one, doesn't he? Oh no, he
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought he still had one.
Yeah. No. So the only time he could have had one, or so far, is when he played robbery turn one, round one, and he just opted to
Right.
not pick up the
That's
piece.
right. That's right.
And
That's what I'm.
other than that,
Okay.
yeah. So let's see. Here's gonna stampede here to try to ensure the days or the KO on Black Cat. This is a big, yeah, this is big. Toad getting 4 damage on Black Cat there was absolutely massive for the this game.
I see. Yeah.
There it is.
Funk
He'll get to place off of her because the place happens before damage.
before. Yeah. Was he not within 3? Did he even measure to see? Oh, it didn't matter at the end, but
Yeah. All right. Is he get on the point? He doesn't. So he's just gonna stay off the point. That could be impactful, but yeah,
there you go.
he's not on the point though. So Black Panther can move to this bottom point where Toad is, and win it. These characters have all activated already, and Rhino is not on the point, but Toad is injured, and Toad is injured. So there's something to consider. Storm also has displacement size 2, so any of these characters that are that Evil Steve's characters could be uh, like repositioned with that terrain throw or that character throw that Storm has. I mean, is it both? I think it's both. So yeah. So and it's a range 3 throw too, so you can get good range on that.
I guess in hindsight, probably shouldn't have pushed with Toad then, eh? He probably could have just did the exact same thing, move, slide, and then attack her, and then put himself on the point.
I think Rhino like being the one to KO her and getting the piece is like the big deal because he's so much
Right,
more
right.
durable. But yeah, and you obviously I think the general idea as to why Evil Steve made the activation order he did was because it's typically better to save your more impactful activations for later in the round, so they can't be undone.
Right.
And so I think that's like why the game state has become what it is.
Yeah, the only problem with Bill though was outside of range 2, so he would have either had to have spent 2 to attack Cat or walked over to her and attacked Cat. So I wouldn't have wanted to use Bill to take out Black Cat.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking at a pounce. I think this pounce gets him on the point. It's close. I think it gets
Should.
him there.
Yeah.
It's close,
I
but
would
it
say
gets
yeah.
him. I'd go for that.
Do it. Do it
Oh,
now.
and it does. Look at that. All right, that was like perfect. That was
Oh my
very
goodness.
close. So now he's got a free attack, or his second action is an attack at a Toad. This could undo the problems he experienced earlier. He needs big damage, though.
No
Oh,
whammies,
look
boys.
at that. He got him. Wow, that was
Oh.
crazy. 6 on 5. That locks it in.
Yep.
Yep.
And powers him up. All right.
Yeah, 3 power now on Panther means that he's going to be able to do a mantle next
Mantle.
turn if he wants
Yep.
to try to take Rhino down. That was big. Panther now scoring 2, Rhino scoring 2, Storm Shuri scoring 1, and Storm having an ability to displace. So yeah, that was big. Let's see what Emma does. But like she might be just double walking to where Panther is and healing herself in preparation for next round. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then yeah, Beta Ribble could go to where Rhino is, but if like wherever Bill goes, if he doesn't like
Yeah.
he's gonna be thrown off the point, but by Storm. I think I would. So all right, let's see what happens here.
Yeah, 'cause she's just gonna walk over and toss him off. So maybe you just go with Emma first. I guess it doesn't matter because then he just goes with Storm. Yeah. So why wouldn't you just go with Emma now? Right.
So yeah, so I think that I
Oh,
agree.
maybe he's gonna. So maybe he's thinking
Spender. He's gonna
blast.
spender. Yeah, he's gonna spender Panther, hit the wild and get him off the point. It swings the VPs back in your favor, and you're rolling 8 dice, 7 dice Mystic, and into Black Panther's no defensive tech, 3 dice.
Hmm. So what is the scoring going to be? One, two, three,
It's hard to say with the displacement from
four.
Storm and Emma here, but let's see.
Well, right. I mean, if I assume you do the same thing when you play, is when you're every
Yeah.
activation, you're kind of like counting and thinking about what the counterplay is,
So
right in
yeah,
between.
that's
So
right.
that's why I was thinking Emma's still healthy, so you just get her on the point.
Ooh,
She
she's
is shocked.
spendering. He's spendering her though, and in Panther instead here.
Oh boy.
Let's see. This could be big. This could be huge, or it could be a complete disaster. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Well, if
Uh,
anything, hopefully you get the wild to throw him off
oh,
the
okay.
point.
What about 3 wilds?
Those count double, right? That's how this game
All right.
works.
Yeah. So this you can still use leaderships on Emma's turn because it's only reactionary superpowers and tactic cards that you cannot play while Emma is activating. And
Didn't matter though.
so he didn't get, but he didn't get it. Okay, so he's rolling. He takes 3 on Panther, and he is going to be thrown off the points. There's scoring. There's Rhinos now scoring. All right, so now the board state is we're seeing 2
Cat.
secures for Raz and
Yep.
2 extracts, so 4 to probably the same
Two,
thing,
four.
2 and but 3 on Steve's side. So this is looking like a tie
Well,
game
Steve.
here. 12-12.
Steve has. Steve would have four, right? One,
Steve
two, three.
Steve has
The
3
top
extracts.
plus the top point, which is four. Or is there a fifth one I'm not seeing? No.
So Steve is currently holding the Black Cat point and the Rhino point. So that's
Oh,
two
Rhino's not
two
on.
secures.
Is
Oh, he's
Rhino on
not.
that
No,
point?
you're right. You're right. I
Yeah,
am
I was gonna say I
mistaken.
didn't think he was.
Good
Yeah, yeah.
call. Good
Because I was
call.
like,
So you're absolutely right. It's gonna be looking like a 4-4 round. So it's gonna be 12-11
one,
based on
two,
what we're seeing
three, four.
there. Let's
Yeah.
see. Of course,
You could double.
Storm to go now.
Yeah, double walk. Or actually, yeah, Storm has to go. So I guess you double walk outside of range two, make Bill attack you. I guess to get a power, and you throw Black Cat off the point,
Yes,
and then
exactly,
Bill has to walk
exactly.
towards you.
Yep, exactly. And you stop him from getting that point, so you basically negate all of the. Oh, you're throwing Bill into Black Cat. All right, so
Um,
but hold on. It accomplishes the same type of thing, but damage on Black Cat. Although, uh,
well, now he's rethinking it.
oh man, that was. Oh, he's just putting her.
Hmm. Did he
Hmm.
does
No, I
does he
guess.
not
I
realize
guess.
Bill has to go?
No, I think the situation that I'm realizing is that Black Cat's already injured on the Hellfire Club side, so it doesn't matter if you displace her, because you
Oh yeah,
still
yeah,
win
yeah.
the
Yeah.
point. Uh, and if you threw Bill into her, okay, so I think was smart actually, because if Bill had taken the collision damage there, he would have had power for a throw on Storm, where he doesn't now.
Yeah, well, right.
So I guess I just don't see what the throw accomplished currently. Like what? I don't know if it did anything there. You could, yeah, yeah. Shane Jester in the chat is saying that you can spend or summon the storm into storm.
Summon her. Get over here, Storm. She's like a Pokemon. She just pops out. I'm here.
All right, so Bill, but
There was
that
a pretty cool. Bill came back from the Fall of X series where he showed up and while Storm was fighting Thor. I don't know. I just happened to check comics out. I'm not a hard reader, but that seemed like a pretty cool thing. Storm proved that she's much stronger, at least in that version, than Thor was. But
interesting.
whatever.
So I think we're gonna see a gainer here because if he gains 1 power, he can displace Storm off the points, which would get him a
Yep.
VP.
Yep.
And oh, but look at that! Look at that Storm clutches up. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That would have been really that was really important for Steve to.
She does get stunned. She does get
Yes.
stunned though.
It
If it
means
was
that
suspended or
2
the
VP
builder.
difference. It means there's a 2 VP difference now. We're going to see a 12-10 game because he was not able to displace Storm off the point. Ultimately, that 1 that 1 damage negation from the leadership that Bill opted to spend power on lost him a VP this round. Very interesting.
Yep.
18 minutes left with Razalas, so he's
May not matter.
I mean, he's on pace though, right? He's on pace. 15 minutes
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
You just got to close it up. Very.
This is the last one, right?
That's the. I mean, it's Razalas hopes so.
For him, that's what I'm saying. He's hoping this is the last round.
Both players have KO'd a model.
Yep.
It's very interesting. Lots of rotations have happened, right? Shuri is now on the flank here, and Storm went to that flank. Now she's back. The Rhino has actually hovered around this point for the most part.
There it
Panther.
is. I remember the stun.
And Panther, what has Panther done? He first went to this flank, then went to the opposing flank or opposing secure, and then back to the flank.
Yep. Killed Toad. Just chased him back and forth. Get back here, Toad.
And then Emma went from look at where Emma's gone, right? Emma went from the top extremist all the way to the opposing, and now she's almost at this one. She's
around.
like, she's trying to score a home run here.
Well, she did get thrown. Rhino helped her out. Fastball special with Emma, whatever.
Right.
Rhino, I don't know. I don't know what that would be, but
that's right.
All right. So who is priority? Razalas. So spiders. See if he can make it 3 for 3 with Black Panther getting pushed.
That's right.
Looks like a skull, so I don't know who that was, but they're not getting moved.
Oh, Blue just rolled a crit here. So someone else.
Okay, so maybe they already rolled already, and I'm just not seeing it.
Well, no, I think this is Steve's turn to roll. He would have to roll first because, oh no, sorry, he would roll second. Yeah, so you missed. Razalas probably rolled all of his.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
Looks like it's Cat that's getting pushed.
Yeah, we saw 2 skulls.
Is it a push or a walk?
It's an advance. Yeah.
Advance. Okay.
Okay.
That's why I just hover over the card, the crisis in between every round, so I never forget.
That's a good practice. I like to talk through all of the steps one by one to avoid.
Yep, agreed.
Them. And
that's exactly what I do. It's just like I don't think you played or did you say you played Magic? And that's what I would do as well, right?
I played Zendikar era Magic.
Okay, right. But when you play any kind of competitive RL there, you want to do the same thing, right? You want to talk through to make sure you and your opponent both know what your intentions are. And so I try to carry that into this game as well.
That's good. Okay, we're doing power phase here. So we have sacrifice and mission objective are the last 2 cards remaining.
Yep. All right, so walk spender with Emma. No, never mind. It's wrong person. Black Panther.
Yeah. So what does the Wakandan player want to do? Is there any vulnerabilities to Evil Steve's side? Emma is somewhat vulnerable, but sacrifice is going to keep her alive, and almost assuredly, because then Rhino would love to take an attack here, because he's at
Mm-hmm.
full health, and if you do any damage to him, of course he gets the extra power. So Emma is in a very good spot for keeping herself alive. And so it's like, is there any other vulnerabilities you can see if I'm playing as Razalas here? Run
Yeah, I
Panther
was
away.
wondering that myself. Yeah, do you move him to the bottom point and just heal, and then Rhino heals him one more time before he takes off at whatever point in the round? But since you are ahead,
Yeah, you just if as long as you score 2 and 2, you want to score
right,
you want to
right,
score 2 and 2. Um, Now you're sure. What's your
9 points, 9 points per round though, potential.
Yeah, so well, as long as I mean, like, as long as you score two, like 2 and 2, which is four, Evil Steve cannot get to 16. He would only score 5 going to 15, and that's why that one VP difference could be very significant here.
Right,
So
right.
so as long as you score 4 total VPs, you win the game. Very interesting. He's looking to do a move pounce move. I've done this before in games, and I think that it's pretty
All right.
tight, and he's out of range to be able to do it.
So D left to right is, if you were to go straight line to straight line, is 23 crossed. Your double long would get you, double long for a small base is double long small base. There it is. I can read 17.25 plus a pounce. So I don't think he would make it. Well,
It's not gonna make it. I can vibe it out now. We don't need the math anymore.
no,
We can vibe it.
I think you just. I would. Why wouldn't you just stay on the bottom point there? You and Rhino can heal you. You go to.
Um, I
And plus,
think
doesn't.
I think the situation is that I think now you just put him like where this blue rusted car is. If you're not going to get anywhere near the points, it's like you don't
Right.
want Rhino to get 2 attacks into you, and you definitely don't
Agreed.
want Emma to get attacks into you. So you're not going to get on the points. The only other argument is maybe you can get within 2 of the point, and then Shuri could heal you on her turn. That's
Or
like,
you could pounce towards the point because that'll probably put you
oh
right on
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah, and then
and then
heal.
heal yourself, and then walk, and then do exactly what you were saying. Walk to the blue car after
Oh,
that,
what about dude,
or don't,
what? Hold on,
or
hold on.
don't.
Why didn't he pounce into his own Rhino? Because if he did damage to his own Rhino, it sets up the Rhino chart, his ability. Because his Razalas' Rhino is just stuck in the mud right now. But if you
Oh yeah,
pounce
because
into
you
your
do you
own
gain
own
power off
Rhino,
of
yeah,
your own
yeah, and
stuff? Oh
friendly
yeah, yeah,
effects,
okay,
you gain
yeah,
power. So I would have pounced into my own Rhino there because you always have Extremist Console to heal your Rhino if you do like too much damage, and
right.
you're gonna get if you get one block, you take 1 damage, and if you don't do any damage, then
Yeah.
whatever, you're back to where you were. Like he just,
Yeah, I feel,
dude.
yeah. Either he could have pounced into his own Rhino, like you said, or even if he pounced regular, I think he would have just been on the point still,
Yeah,
and then he
exactly.
would have long moved over to the blue car. So either
Yeah,
way, it would have worked.
the pounce. I feel like the pounce around there would have been pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I think I might have missed that just because I always forget that he gains. I mean, I know it off of the leadership, but I always forget about outside of that,
Yeah.
or allied effect. Yeah, so he would only gain one, but still, that would put his Rhino at 3,
If he took
which
one
is not.
damage, he would have got to
Yeah.
3 power. Yeah, it's like per damage.
Then he can slide. Yeah, he slide away if he wanted to, or whatever.
Yeah, and if he took 2, like let's say he blinked on his defenses, you take 2, you go to 4, you go to 5 health, 4 power. You can just pay 1 to reduce. Like you're back to 6 health, which is still very durable. Like it's like everything is fine. I think. Like, I mean, yeah. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're seeing Black Cat stagger Storm here is what it looks like, a spender, and she does not get the elusive, but she
That's
does. Storm takes the
unfortunate.
damage here, which is, I mean, now Storm gets boost her attack, which could be good, but she'll be able to heal the damage as well. But she's effectively not going anywhere this round. She's gonna have to stay near the secure.
How much does she have? What? 2 power? Bill's on the point, so I assume you Hellfire now.
All right, is
Uh,
everyone okay? So is everyone on the point except Rhino's on the point, so he would get burned, but he's holding. Is he holding something? He is holding something.
yeah, he is. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
everybody's Bill. Bill is the only one who's you would think, and so he's on the point currently. So
yep. That's then you would then it would seem reasonable to trigger it. The only thing is that maybe you hold it in case your characters take damage,
yeah,
and then you get the healing
yeah,
aspect. But um,
right. Because at this point, I think though,
Storm was rerolling. If she was rerolling, it was from the Wakanda leadership, which you're allowed to do because it's a. I mean, you're allowed to do that with against Emma, against anyone. It's a leadership
leaderships
ability.
aren't
Yep.
stopped. Yeah,
Oh, why would you? Oh, I guess you would do that to like just to keep her alive. I think he's worried about maybe Bill two tapping her with the Summon the Storm, something. That's my guess. And Bill's gonna have now 5 power, so he's gonna be feeling pretty good. I agree. I agree that I would have just taken the damage and not rerolled and gone to 2 power. But looks like Raz made the decision to reroll. So okay,
yeah. Plus she's staggered anyway. She's not doing a whole bunch. That's a good point.
let's see. Now we have Shuri, Storm, and Rhino to go. I just don't know what to do here. This is pretty intense. Because Ryan, like
Your
the thing is, like Bill is. Oh, hold on. We're seeing Storm go into Emma. Okay. This is why you probably wanted to just boost your dice and not spend the reroll. Um, so because now you are rolling 4 dice. All right, 4 dice in Emma. Sacked it into Rhino. There it is. Ooh, trap card. All right. What does Rhino roll? So 2 damage, 2 successes with a storm with a shock trigger, and 1 block. So 1 damage into Rhino and a shock.
yep.
God, I hope you roll bad. Yeah, I guess it didn't happen. Could have used his Wakanda reroll to roll out of a success, but and then maybe just keep the shock on him. That would have been big brain actually. Now that you say that, Heisman, that would have been so sick to see that.
Roar.
Because then he would have been at 2 power, right? And then he's stuck in the mud too, just like the other one. But now he gets the
Yeah.
aggressive because of the damage. Woo! There's that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It would have been big. All right. So yeah, the one thing I'm.
Also
Go ahead.
allows you to rotate Bill around, right? Because now Rhino can go and stand on that back point. I mean, he was going to be able
Yeah.
to get there anyway, but
Yeah.
now he can
Yeah.
rock him, sock him, Storm.
Yeah. Now he doesn't have to stampede to be able to attack Storm. And that's what he's
Right.
measuring right now. He can just immediately go into it and maybe stampede after to looks like he could target Shuri with like a stampeding attack and into
Oh yeah, go all the way
maybe
to the other side.
yeah, like now whereas like before he would have had to stampede and he might not have got the range 3 on Shuri like if he wanted to follow that same line. So yeah, him being closer could impact the situation. What I'm seeing here is that Bill is going to um man, Bill is going to just displace. Whoops, sorry everyone. Bill is going to displace whoever is on a point at the final activation, and that is going to keep the game continuing. The game continuing. Whereas if yeah, let's see what happens next. Only okay, so 2 damage into Storm. Storm must have healed on the extremis and we didn't call that out. So now she's back to 2
Yep.
damage.
Oh yeah, yeah, because she's at 1 power. Makes sense.
Storm has a range 4 attack. They must have measured it, but that's probably like that looks like a range 4 if I just eye that up.
Yeah,
So it's probably what
agreed.
we're seeing. Okay.
I think he did measure too. I think I saw the stick go out.
Yeah.
I could be
Emma
wrong,
measured
but
form was out. So okay, so if that was the case, here's what happens on TTS sometimes. Sometimes you place a character using the tools, and you place the max range, and then what could happen is that when you go to measure them after, maybe like 10 minutes later, they are out. They appear to be out
Mhm.
because of the game operates on pixels and not like real life situations. So that's probably what happened. It was a pixel issue. Both players probably communicated and resolved the issue and agreed to it. So what are we seeing now? It looks like Shuri is going into Beta Ray Bill. I can't imagine any other viable targets. So the one thing that we're losing here in terms of like Razalas's board state is that if Rhino took that damage, he would have been able to rotate down to where Blackhead is and be healthy. And he could have presumably done that after Emma activated.
Yep.
And therefore maybe even daze Emma with like a stampeding attack into her and
Also
etc. All
on
the
the
different
wrong
combos.
clock too.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. All
But
right.
that's on them, if I
Who's
recall right.
I mean, I think Shane might jump in off if they're on. But hold on, who's playing? Yeah, they're currently. There we go. Perfect. Don't you love when like people when there's like referees on the game? So it's like a sports game, right? When you watch a sports game, could you imagine watching a game of sports like hockey or whatever? What's soccer now? And there were no referees. Do you
I
know
mean,
like?
some people might actually, some people might say that might be necessary, because
Yeah, yeah.
the refs make too much changes to the sports
That
quality.
is. I think that overall the like sports like referees in sports is like a good thing for the game. I think it's I it would take a lot to convince me that that's not the case because imagine trying to play a professional sports league
Oh, I
and it
know.
was run
Oh yeah,
without playground rules. That would be
yeah.
kind of you gotta.
You make a million
So
million dollars to just run around and do whatever the heck you want.
that's right. That's right. There's no rules. Okay, I can pick up this ball and just throw it in your net. There's no rules. You know what I mean? It's like where do you can't like. So I guess like I like to compare this to
There
like
you go.
Marvel to sports, even though it's like of course like there's like professional athletes and things like that. People make millions and millions of dollars, but like ultimately it boils down to the competitive just competition
Yeah.
and following rules of the
Social. This
competition, etc.
Yeah, it's social contract, right?
Yep.
We all agree that we're going to follow these rules to make this work
Yep.
properly. Otherwise, it's chaos.
All right. So, um,
May have helped him out with the shooting into Bill the whole time because now he just slowly made his way over towards Shuri. I don't
yeah.
know if he can one medium move away from getting on that point, but it looks close to
I'm
my
confused as to
untrained
why
eye.
he didn't just like okay, either way, it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Bill going
Oh no,
here.
never mind.
Oh
He's
man.
nowhere close to it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a mistake. Because Rhino just oh, hold on. No, that's not true. Maybe I'm wrong actually. He's gonna displace Shuri, and it won't be a mistake.
Yeah. Yep.
It's the game is gonna be kept alive. Um, the game is gonna be kept alive here by Steve by doing this. So it's gonna be I would imagine a 15 to um.
Did he not throw her off?
No, he's about to.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
15
there it
to
goes.
so 15 for Razalas
Huh?
because he's gonna score 2 extracts and 1 secure.
Oh, he healed. That's what he was doing. Okay,
Well,
I
hold
just
on.
saw him
Did he
like,
not throw Shuri? Oh no, he is. He's about to. He's about to.
yeah, I think he's figuring out exactly where he needs to throw her.
Okay. Yeah, because Bill is Rhino's certainly gonna go after where Bill is now to stop that scoring from happening. And I don't know if Emma can go on the point where Black Panther is, but she would probably go towards him in general, I would imagine, or maybe she stays back and heals. But
Yeah, she's
oh,
not gonna be. I mean,
she goes to where Storm is. Yeah, yeah, she goes to where Storm. Oh, okay. She has choices, right? You go to where Storm is,
yeah,
and you win that point. Whereas if you don't, the point is
yeah. I
tied.
think, yeah, that's what I was about to say. You obviously can't reach Panther with the with one move, one attack. So then you're right. Probably just go over to Storm attacker and hope to hit the to walk her off the point.
Yeah. Okay, so Brady's saying
Or
Brady's
actually,
saying
if Storm, or
15-15.
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, Brady's saying 15-15, which is actually looking that looks like that's going to be the case. Walk. She should walk and spend her storm off the point. Well, I mean, you're kind of hoping for a wild there.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, you're at a 15-14 situation. So, but
Well, and if you attack because you're obviously in range of 4, which I believe is her builder, right?
yes, yeah,
Which gives you a chance. You get 2 attacks with it. I don't know which is better because I think it's a hit wild, right, to
it
trigger that.
is. It is. Yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know enough about those maths to tell you which is better.
Yeah, I think you just move there twice and heal. Okay, so we're seeing Razalas double walk Rhino here. Yeah, man, would have loved to see 2 attacks in a bill there if he. I'm like I feel like I'm harping on that play that the chain of events, but yeah, okay. Either way, this is going to be pretty intense here. 15-15. Wow, Razalas on 12 minutes, and Steve on 21. But they're rolling a minimal amount of dice. It's all about positioning at this point.
Yeah.
3 extracts for Steve. Basically, this is going to come down to can the Wakanda team with priority impact the board to swing the activation sequence so that the Wakandans go last, is like probably how this whole thing works. Bill has only 1 damage on him. Emma has 3. So excuse me. That's tough. I think Wakanda has a little bit of a hill to climb.
Oh
Look,
boy.
oh, look what we're seeing.
So he's gonna spend her. So it's 7 dice because he's shocked.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man, he's
so
going for it.
what did they? I'm kind of curious now. Where's the dice calculator? What does it say?
Clock should be on Raz. No, it shouldn't. Now it should be on Evil Steve. Okay, we're good on clock. All right. And look at that. He rolls the same roll he rolled last time.
Oh, got it.
Four
Wow.
triple
Okay.
wilds. And
Yeah, it said
Storm takes
the
1.
chance to hit a wild would have been 65 with 7 dice. So
Good. So it's you can maybe count on those. But he gets it. It's 1 damage on Storm, which has already been taken. He'll take another one on Storm. So this is a problem for Wakanda because if you do like what I'm seeing is that you if you let's have a high impactful turn, let's say Rhino dazes
uh,
Bill, you just can daze as the Hellfire player. You can just daze Storm pretty easily, and then you're in a spot where you're back into a spot where you get last activation. Um, so let's see what happens here.
all right. So now they're doing the maths. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, 15, 15. Yeesh. Yeesh.
All right, pretty crazy here. The spider rolls. Will the spider rolls mess anything up? Um, it could push Emma into a spot and Black Cat into spots where they have limited ability to rotate. So, and Rhino, yeah, I mean, have they done Power Phase yet?
No, I think
Not yet, yeah.
they're just got done scoring. Yeah, I think they're.
Okay. Razalas rolling his spiders. Hold on. He already did roll his spiders. The lag just caught up with us. So
Okay.
he missed
Okay.
both his spiders. More skull rolls.
Oh yeah, skulls. Yeah, 2. Bam, bam.
All right.
And whoever rolled this first blue is getting moved. It looks like
Yep. So let's see who that ends up being.
Steve.
It looks like it's an Emma. It was an Emma roll based on what we're seeing here.
Yeah, trying to calculate or figure out, do you move her towards? You have
I will
priority,
be right
so
back.
yeah, go ahead. Oh, looks like he hit power phase twice, which is why he had to back off the power. Still thinking? Do 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 do
All
do
right.
do 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 do.
What's going on?
Intermission.
All
And
right.
I
All right.
think they must have had a ton of lag
Oh,
because Steve had to back off power from everybody at one point. So
gotcha. Gotcha.
I think they're just now getting through all that, and now he's actually deciding where he wants to move Emma again. I was giving everybody the intermission song.
Nice. All right. So let's see. That. Oh, they're still
Yeah,
trying to
still
catch up.
deciding on
Oh
Emma.
man.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. Oh, gotta stand up and stretch here. That's what happens when you get old, Lucas. In case you were wondering, your bones and stuff start to hurt, so you gotta step up and stretch the old body parts.
Okay. Let's see. There's the advance onto Emma. Range 3 on her
Yep.
for um,
Probably a beam, right?
a physical
Maybe trying
beam,
to do the
maybe.
beam.
Yeah. That seems like that's the case.
Because
And
she has one. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see what it is. Ice Blizzard. So you give stun.
on damage. Yep.
Yeah. You make it a 6 dice attack into both of them. Physical though.
You could. You'd be left with 1 power.
Yeah, I don't
Hmm.
like that either.
It's tough though. You're in a spot where maybe you do have to do significant work here. All right, so he moved Black Cat towards the middle of the board. Interesting, and lets Black Cat kind of rotate. Actually, she has enough power to get to all the way up to where Bill is, if she needed to. So, um, I don't know what Razalas is seeing here by doing that, but my gut was telling me to like push her out of the action so that she couldn't rotate, or it'd be more
Right.
difficult. But
Just straight back.
yeah, maybe he's thinking about having to like kill, like take her out with
Attacker. Yeah, but
Panther maybe, or
mm-hmm.
Rhino or something. All right, Storm is moving, and she looks like she's gonna be healing on the points, and then tossing. Okay, tossing Bill away here
Mm.
means he's gonna have to take a
Well,
move.
and I think he's now starting to feel the pressure of the clock too a little bit, right? So now he's trying to make sure all of his rounds turns go quick.
Yeah, this is almost certainly gonna be the last round of the game, but you cannot guarantee it because you could tie.
Right.
Okay.
I've not unfortunately had to play under clock pressure, but I'm pretty sure when you're in this situation playing this type of squad, you're trying to think of everything possible as quick as possible.
Yep. I exactly. It's gets pretty intense. And like the pressure you put on yourselves when you're like in these
Right.
moments are immense, or like can be depend. I guess like everyone's different, but it definitely can be. Okay, so looks like this is Steve. He is moving Black
Thieves.
Cat to this point here. He's looking at rotating Emma back into the other point for some safety. I'm not sure. I guess I don't. Uh,
If you leave her there long enough, right? I guess Shuri can't push her off the point, but I think then Shuri's just stranded out in the middle, so that doesn't make any sense.
So the one thing this does though is it puts your injured character that can't win a secure against opposing healthy characters. It puts them in a spot where it's like if you wanted to deal with them, you just can't. Like they're on the secure now. They're gonna be the last one on that secure, but if you wanted to go into them now or try to take that point now, you would just get attacked, and
Yeah.
it would not be good. So I think that's like another aspect of this decision here. So, all right, yeah, we're running out of impactful activations here. Shuri, like,
Do
so
you do you uh,
I think that the answer is
or-
going to be Rhino. Like Rhino is
wait?
going to
Oh,
get
so
into Emma later on.
maybe he mission objectives the point onto Storm, so Rhino can go over and potentially kill one of them to take that point,
I think
right?
that's
Because Rhino's
interesting.
got 2 power, but
Yeah.
then you only get 1 attack. Is the
He's
problem doing that?
shocked, man. Rhino is. Oh, hold on. That's
Oh
Evil
yeah,
Steve.
and
No,
that
no, no.
too.
Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong Rhino. This Razalas' Rhino has Stampede. Oh, yeah.
But
You
he has no way to pick up a point, right? I mean, he could stand on it,
I don't.
but
I don't like Razalas going with Rhino right now. He just moved and is
right
attacking
because
Emma.
then yeah, Emma just gets. I mean, maybe
Okay.
you only get 1 attack. So do you turn into yeah?
Why
Okay,
didn't
there he
Why
goes.
didn't you stand Why didn't he Stampede to get 2 attacks? And also I guess like I would have done this last, or maybe he was
Again,
thinking maybe he was
I think it
thinking
might
Emma would
just
have ran
be
away.
clock pressure. At this
3.
point, right? You're at 10 minutes. I mean,
Oh man.
maybe that's what he's thinking. He's just trying to
Also,
make
you
sure.
can't. There's no. If you're on this side, here's the thing, though. I think this is what it was. He baited out the transformation because now you can throw into Emma. You can throw into
Oh,
Emma.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Curtis mentioned in the chat as well. He's got the throw now. This is gonna put. This is bad for the Hellfire player because he has no one to pick up a piece. They are all holding pieces, right? Black Cat, Rhino, Bill is the only one not holding a piece, and he's way
Yeah.
too far away. So you now can throw the terrain and then move on the point. I don't think he can get on the point now, but um,
I mean, I think he probably would be.
I think you
Ooh,
just
never.
okay. All
That's
right,
close.
let's see what
Jeez.
happens. This is big. You need to. Oh, so he's got 4 dice though. He needs to roll two successes to live.
Yep, three
There
damage
it
coming in.
goes. There it goes. Emma goes down. That is huge. Um, Shuri could pick this up, but I would just be very careful with the Bill situation. Um, Now here's the problem: is that your Rhino, like I think you have to put your Rhino, like Razzle has put his Rhino back where the other Rhino is. I don't know, like because the only way you can then win that point if you're Steve is if you take out Rhino and he's got full health. Yeah, giving last activation away by Steve is uh, devastating. Let's see if that impacts the final result. Okay, so I guess Razalas ended up making the right call after the dice situation. I was
Right.
worried about that being too early. Oh, hold on. I made a mistake. He had already done a move and attack, so he had
Yes.
no
So
other
he
ability to reposition.
correct. Yep.
Okay. All right. Storm. Yeah. So let's see. And if you attack into Rhino with his Rhino, it'll allow you to advance to reposition on the point, right? He didn't get the 3 to Stampede.
No.
No. He spent his power to throw
Yep.
the terrain. So, um,
Yeah. So he started with 3. He attacked, did 1, got to 4,
Was
or
Emma
I
on
guess
was Emma on
5.
1? I thought Emma was on. Either way, it doesn't.
One. Oh, right. Maybe then he did 2 damage. You might be right.
Okay, all right. Either way, what are we seeing now? We're seeing Bill roll
Yep, and throw Storm into Shuri.
Okay, that's what this is. So Shuri
Uh
takes
huh.
2 damage.
Oh, jeez. She's powered up.
Okay, blue. So now he's summoning the storm into Shuri. Oh man, this could. All right, this could flip the priority activation order back. So this is big. This could be the game winner. 6 dice. I'm so. This is like this is what I live for here. Oh, 4 into 1. Oh man, this is it. This could be it here. That was a big 5
Oh
into
boy.
1, so that's 4. And only rerolls, only 1 reroll from Wakanda. Yeah, so that gets her.
She could
Wow,
go down.
that was big. Holy moly, this game is intense. Okay, Black Panther left versus just Rhino left. What do you do here if you're Black Panther? Do you move, jump, attack? Um, okay. I'm target. My thinking is you move, pounce, attack, Bill, but you how much power do you have on Panther? Perfect. You have enough to mantle. You
4. Yeah.
re-roll. You re-roll every single one of your successes to prevent the damage going through, so Bill cannot aggressive on the point. If he can make the line work. I think you have to pounce first, because you want to be able to walk right past your team. Whereas right now you're forcing your team, you're forcing, you're forced to go around them if you do the walk first. So yes, I think you should pounce, walk onto the point, attack Bill, pay mantle, attack Bill, roll out of all your successes. I mean, unless you're gonna kill him, which you won't.
Red. 1, 2,
Oh man, this is intense.
2, 3, 2. So he's only scoring. Steve is only scoring 2 currently.
Would it make
So
sense? Would it
2.
make sense to put Black Panther where Rhino is? Um, no, it wouldn't. Oh man. So hold on. Whoever wins the more secures here wins the game, assuming the no more extract transfers happen, which is could Razalas also
Yeah.
mission objective? Oh no. Okay, no, that doesn't matter. All right. So, all right, he gets it anyway.
Just
He's got the line. Wow, dude, Mantle 4-3 to Steve at the moment. So
there it
yeah,
is.
that's right. That's right. So
Fuck.
this is for the tie. Oh man, I think he just wins, right? Does Steve just win? Because you just push Bill off the point, and you score 3, and then yeah. This is just a loss. Yeah. This is he needs to kill Bill. He needs to kill. Yeah. That's right. Never mind. He needed to kill them. The game is over.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good call, everyone. The game is mathematically over. Ooh, that's tough. He moved and realized the loss. I think he's realizing now. Like, look at that. Of course, I mean, I can't imagine Steve not seeing the win. It's like a double move is the win, basically, right? So, yeah, it doesn't matter. You can't even get on the point now. Ooh, that's tough to realize it. But yeah, this is the game we play.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like we have one surviving European player making it into top 8. Ooh, all right. And definitely not enough to get him. Did he pay for mantle? He did. It looks like he did.
No,
No,
because
he
he
didn't.
paid
No, he
for
didn't.
the
Oh, he
pounce.
didn't. Okay, so he
Yeah.
didn't pay for mantle. All right. Oh well, he's only at 1 power now, so something happened.
That's weird.
Okay. Well, either way, he does. He. Oh, okay. Oh, he paid for a Wakanda reroll to reroll out of the damage. That's what
Oh.
happened.
Oh, right, right,
And
right.
he pushes Bill off the point without the displacement. All right. Let's see what Steve does to if he closes out the game. Could you imagine attacking into Rhino? Oh no, that would be a
Don't do
disaster.
that. Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, okay. Whew, that was scary. All right.
Uh, I'll just hop off of him. Oh no, he ran past me.
I mean,
Should.
you have to get to any point. As long as you move Rhino to literally any point, you win the game.
Yeah.
Gosh, and it don't attack anyone. All right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, don't do that either. Yeah. Yeah, I think he just pointed it out to him. Yeah, or they already talked about it
Okay,
one of the
so
two.
yeah, it's
There you
19 to 18.
go.
All right. Let's
Yep. Wait till
let's
they move all the stuff and stuff.
yeah, that's right. One sec. They're about to put their scores in. All right. We'll jump into their chat.
Sounds good. I tried to do the best I could.
All right, here we
Thanks,
go.
Shane.
I'm just gonna gain the power. Then I've been able to throw Storm off the point. But
There was also another time I definitely made a mistake with Storm at one point, but it's all right. It is what it is.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Thank you for letting us stream the game. That was incredible. Both of you guys played really well. And so Razalas, I'm gonna start with you. How did you feel in the crisis draw? And your character selection here? We thought you might consider Killmonger. Tell us your thoughts about what you brought.
I went back and forth with Killmonger a bunch with like Shuri, Storm, or Killmonger, Okoye. It's just at 17, or not. Sorry, not Shuri, Storm. Shuri, Black Cat, or Killmonger, Okoye. It's an interesting one. I don't know the right answer here. He doesn't have any like 5s or 6s, so no Ultrons or anything that I have to get into. So Killmonger definitely has some value there. I really wanted double steals, which was part of it. And I wanted mobility. I mean, I look back at it and I don't know if there's like a right answer. I would have just played it very differently, as so would have he. So again, I don't know the right answer there. It's I went back and forth on it quite a bit.
Right. So the round one we saw him opt to play Steve opt to play a Toad Central grab, which left Bill and Black Cat as characters who have the ability to take your side extracts. Did you see that coming, or what were your thoughts on how having to counter that pressure he was putting on your side?
That's part of why I wanted the double steal, because with Black Cat centrally, she can grab either of the back points off of him if he wants to play that, or she can just move up and steal. Like that's perfectly fine too.
Right.
And then Rhino's got this one covered. Like he can't really steal because then I just robbery it. Like he had to do it, right? Because if he doesn't, then I'm robbering Rhino. But it was just a lot of awkward. Not awkward. I shouldn't say that. He played it really well. But when it came to that specific thing, yeah, I was very aware that he could dive my back points, and I just set up so that if it was really not that appealing to him, would be my assumption. The way that I was like placed.
Yeah, I see that. I now see that better than now that you've explained it.
Because I had Rhino and Black Cat covering both these back points, and Black Cat or Panther can grab the back ones and keep that parity if he dives mine, and I can't like steal it right away.
Right.
So I was pretty comfortable on Prio, or not having Prio. I didn't want Prio in this matchup at all. I wanted to be last activation,
right?
Because I have more displacement than he does with this roster.
Yes, I can see that.
The two things that, well, there were three things that I think may really, kind of for me at least, like I look back on and like see as like the turning points of the game. The big one was Toad dazing Black Cat.
Yeah, putting 4 damage on Black Cat was massive. But how did he even get there? Because he survived the Wakanda Forever.
That was brutal.
That was
So like if I Wakanda Forever there and get him, like this game's I don't want to say over, but like I was already ahead on points at that point, so he would have to like catch up with less characters. So it'd be at a really tough spot, and then he gets way back here, and then he kills Black Cat, that was huge. The other one I think is even bigger than that. On round 2, I missed all 3 of my spider rolls, and
Right.
all of my
You got pushed.
positioning was set up to take advantage of round 2, and every one of my things was out of position.
Oh, that is pretty
So,
tough.
so Panther was like up here,
Yeah.
I think, and
He was on the car, right? He got pushed back to the board edge near the
Yeah.
scoring
Over there
map.
somewhere.
something like
Right.
that.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
like over here, Storm got moved out of cover and like next to, like, basically sitting out in front of everybody. And then my last one, who was my last one? It was I don't even remember at this point. It's kind of all a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it might have
Blur.
been Black Cat. Yeah, but the point being, I think it was Rhino actually, right? Like, because Rhino
Yes.
threw Bill still
Yeah.
his point,
Yeah.
and then Rhino
Yep.
even got moved, I think, back this way, if I remember correctly. I don't know. It was
Either
just,
way.
I just remember that thing really, really stung. And then the last one, this one I'm gonna beat myself up on. Well, besides me missing up the last, there wasn't much I could do on that last Black Panther activation. But earlier, I think it was last round, Storm re-rolled a power when she was stunned
Yes, we
to try to
remember
do
that.
and I shouldn't have done that because it left me with not 3 power to throw Bill.
Right. Yes, I
And
remember. We remember seeing that.
if I kept the power on Storm, she would have had the damage, but she would have then been able to throw Bill and then the double walk over here, and Bill would be standing down here, and I would be very, very happy with Storm. Basically, Bill would not be able to kill Shuri, which it was in the end what won the game on that round.
Yes. Yeah.
Because if Shuri doesn't die, she just moves back here and like shoots Bill off the point and moves back there, and the game again. Panther is
Right.
completely safe.
And
back here, so.
Shuri could very likely avoid damaging Bill because she could like count shields instead of hits on purpose to negate damage. And
Yeah.
and she's got rerolls. She got the Wakanda reroll to push Bill off the point and not have aggressive online.
Yeah. So that in the end was probably a bigger activation than Rhino deciding to throw at Emma, because like Rhino could have stampeded and stood on the point, but then Emma gets to shoot into him with like all of her
Right.
dice, and
Yes.
I don't like that one.
No, we thought that
So
when that Steve transforming there left the opportunity open for you to throw the terrain. The question I guess we were thinking about is in that situation with Rhino is that you chose to move and then attack instead of doing like a stampede. Do you know why you chose the sequence you chose? I don't remember.
because what so I knew that I was a little bit behind by positioning in going into that round, so I needed to have things go well for me. And if I stampede to go to 0 power, like the best thing that can happen for me in this turn is if Rhino gains 3, not 2. Because then I can throw the building, hit Emma, and still stampede onto the back point.
Right.
Because he ends at 2. He dealt 2 damage.
Yeah,
so
you were looking for completely optimal situation.
Yes.
Where you
yes.
just
and
where you get her and yeah.
knowing that even if I don't, I'm still, I don't want to say favored because
Sure, if
I don't
Shuri
know the
lives, you
map.
still
I
have
don't-
the out of Shuri of living.
exactly. If
yes.
Shuri lives, he still has to kill Shuri for this to not end. I have to not succeed. So like I had to kind of fall on the bad side
Yeah.
twice. Again, like 3 damage into Emma. I'm not really expecting that. But, again, I was in kind of magical Christmas land, and I had a tough choice of what I wanted to do afterwards. Was it throw the thing or stampede on the point? I just didn't know if I wanted to just because then everyone gets to shoot into me, right? Like, even if I don't kill Emma and I just go stand on the point, Emma can just double move, and Rhino can, like, move attack, and he's still on the point. So I can't really stop that.
I
had
agree.
to get Emma.
I agree that I think you made the right call on like staying there and getting her. Yeah. Especially
So it was just this matchup is incredibly tight, right? Like it's a puzzle box of like who's activating, who's displacing, how do we order these things, and how do we like make our opponent's activations the least effective is like the biggest thing. And he did a really good job of making me have tough choices. I just like there was a couple times when like if the dice kind of go the other way, I think there's a different result. I mean, it's a 1-point game, so
yes, exactly. It was really intense. 15-15 is crazy. All right, so Steve, there was a situation where you triggered your leadership ability, and you opted
Yeah.
for Bill to reduce power,
Yeah.
pay to reduce, and it turned his throw offline. Was that something
Yeah.
that you realized afterwards?
Yeah, so as soon as I did it, I knew I shouldn't have. But,
Right.
yeah.
You
Yeah, they got Storm off the points or something.
yeah,
Maybe a little
exactly.
bit more than I did. Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the mission winning priority? Did you like the crisis draw? It seemed on paper pretty decent for you to be able to take an extract lead on round one. What were your thoughts on the
Yeah.
combo you had
So
there?
his secures are the same as mine, so I'm going to take my extracts. And getting the odd number is always good.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, so with the I don't really have any specific questions. Do you have any? Was there anything that happened in the game that gave you trouble?
Toad's getting.
Toad getting hit
Yeah.
one right away. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
I messed up with movement stick when I was.
Yes,
So he
that's
was
right.
Rhino behind them. I put down the movement stick and then moved Toad, and he didn't fit over the truck. It looked like he was going to make it, but he didn't. So yeah, that was a bit of a mistake that got Toad killed.
Yeah.
With the angle there, it's kind of hard to stay out of the throw, regardless of where you stand. But yeah, that was definitely a tough one.
Yeah, I think it'd still been. Did you get him
Mhm.
with a throw? I can't remember. Did you punch him? I think you were able to punch him again,
I
were you?
threw the big truck and you braced it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Patrick, do you have any questions for the players?
Nope. It was enjoyable to watch. Thanks for letting us stream it, obviously, or Lucas stream it.
Yes.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to both of you for making it into the top 16. It's a very great accomplishment considering how many players signed up for the events to try to make it here. And congrats to Steve for advancing into the top 8. So I hope to see you guys in future games. You guys played very well, so it was really fun to watch.
Cool.
Thanks,
a lot.
Ben. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve. You're a great opponent.
Yeah, you too.
All right, see you guys later.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, see ya.
All right, there we go. Top 16 in the books. Thank you, Patrick, for joining me on commentary. That was a lot of fun. What a great game. These players played really well. And a lot of decisions had to be made over the course of a 5-round game with a lot of activations. So, very cool to see. Anyway, catch you guys in another stream. I'm sure I'll be streaming in a couple days or so. Next one for sure locked in is Tuesday, 9:30. Lunch Meet 21 finals. So if I don't see you before then, I will catch you at that time. See ya.